Yeah, I'll hold him.
Testy.
Shut up! Yes, Leslie.
What the what?
Yes, is she in?
See, that's how people go to prison. Right there.
Hey, I was talking about...
Shh!
What the hell going on with him?
It's a new movie. It's called Stalked by Your Ex. Starring that guy.
Is he calling Leslie?
Okay, so she has an appointment. Uh-huh. What? This is Joseph. Yes. That Joseph. Hello? Hello?
Hey, hey man, what are you doing?
Trying to look out for her.
More like trying to keep tabs on her.
Look, guys, someone is calling her and hanging up. This is not good, okay? I have a really bad feeling about this.
And she has a bad feeling about you. Might want to let that go.
I'm with Todd. Can't believe I just said that.
Makes me feel weird. Don't do that again.
Joseph, listen, man, she doesn't want your help.
Well, she doesn't really have a choice.
Joseph,
No, look, I'm gonna look out for her.
she doesn't want you to.
Well, that's too bad.
Listen, man, don't you think maybe you're taking this over the top?
Over the top. He's blown his top. He's topless. He has on a shirt. I mean, you know.
Guys, she might be in danger, and I am going to look out for her.
Oh, okay, but
nothing.
Yeah, but your butt gonna be in trouble if you keep calling her.
And what am I supposed to do in this situation?
I don't know. What should he do? Leave her ass alone?
Wrong answer.
but that's what she wants.
My God, is nobody listening to me?
Are you listening to nobody?
You guys, Leslie might be in danger, and I'm gonna look out for her. So just leave me alone.
That's what she told him.
Look, all I'm saying is that you at least need to screen her client list for the appointment she's going on. What? No, yes, I do. That's what I'm saying. Give me the list. No, I am not the one stalking her. What? No, you know what? Oh, you want me to change my tone? Okay, how's this? If anything happens to her, I swear to you, I will sue your scrawny little real estate company into the ground. How was that tone? Was that tone good? Yes, listen. No, you listen to me. At least don't let her go on her appointments alone, okay? No, I swear to you, I will. What? Hello? Hello?
At it again, are we?
Leave me alone.
Come on, man, what were you doing?
I was trying to see if Leslie made it to her next appointment, okay?
Well, what did they say?
Nothing. They won't tell me anything.
Oh.
I think I gotta go down there.
Well, wait, hold. Just let me talk to you for a second.
Okay. Good talk, Rich.
Wait, hold on, man. Hold on, listen. Come on, man. Do you think maybe you're just overreacting?
No.
Okay, look. Because you love her, do you think that you might be going overboard?
No, man.
Come on, Joseph.
Oh, look. Okay, if something happens to her and I didn't try, Richard, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, okay? Ever.
can understand that, man.
Do you?
Yes, man, I can.
All right, then. You understand that I gotta go. Now, excuse me.
Where you going?
Move.
You got it bad.
Todd, if you do not move.
Is this about Leslie?
Let him go, Todd.
Okay.
Thank you.
But he might want to hear this.
What?
Hey. Don't mess around. Is she okay? Has something happened to her?
No. But something's about to happen to you.
What?
Leslie just pulled up and she is pissed. And here she is.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
She does look pissed.
Guys, may I speak to Joseph, please?
Yes, sure. Come on, Todd.
Nope.
Get your ass out of here.
Look, I have had it with you.
Leslie, look, someone's trying to harass you, and I want to make sure you're okay.
You're harassing me.
No, I'm not harassing you. I'm trying to protect you.
Oh, by calling my office every 5 minutes?
I want to make sure you're okay.
I'm fine. You're my problem. Now leave me alone. I mean it.
Oh, look, okay. Just give me your calendar then.
What? Have you... No.
I want to make sure you're okay.
I'm not doing that. You're not keeping tabs on me.
All right, fine. Then just call me before and after your appointments.
You're just not getting this at all, are you? God, dog. I don't want to see you or be around you.
Then text me.
Leave me alone. I mean it.
Look, Leslie. Then just text Angela before and after your appointments, okay? Anything, just please, baby. Just
No, whoa. I am not your baby.
Leslie, please.
Joseph, this is your last warning.
What? So you're not going to do it?
No, I'm not. You can't control me, okay? We're through.
But I still love you.
Whoa. Oh, is this what this is about? You love me? Then good for you, okay? We're through. Leave me alone.
Please.
No, what is wrong with you? We're never getting back together, Joseph. Never again. Now leave me alone.
Please, that's fine, okay? You're over me. I get it. But I'm still not going to let anything happen to you.
So you're just gonna follow me around?
Yes, if that's what it takes.
Okay, well, follow me to the police station.
Really? Fine. You're finally going to write a report?
Yes,
Great.
against your ass. For stalking me.
I am not stalking you.
Well, then you need to look up the definition of stalking, then.
Leslie.
Joseph, please stop. Leave me alone.
Wait, look, will you just text Angela or Jennifer or someone then?
Oh my gosh, I don't need protection, okay? I called Chris, and when I told him, he hired this 24-hour protection guy for me. I don't need your help.
You did?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's good. I mean, someone will be around you all the time then.
Yes, Joseph.
Okay. Where is he?
Joseph, goodbye.
Leslie, where is he? Where is this guy? Security! Security!
Wow! He hired her security? Man, that dude is rich.
He did not hire her any security.
You sound like a hater. How you know?
Where is he? Todd, do you see any security around here?
Joseph, man, seriously, you need to let this go. Man, this is getting bad.
I know.
No, man, I mean it. Did you see her face? She is not kidding. You gotta let this go.
No. No.
No. Let him do his thing. But just remember, when you're in those showers, wash up quick. Don't drop your soap.
I'm gonna drop you.
Yeah. Come on, see, that's gonna be another charge. You already got 2 strikes.
Wait. Come on.
Stay out of my way.
I'm gonna call his probation officer. You see me always knock him out.
Well, this house has been on the market for a while. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you would.
You speak about it like you know it so well.
Well, we were going to buy it at one point as an investment property.
Oh, yeah?
One time in my life.
Oh, tell me about it.
No, you don't want to hear about sad stories about my past with my ex.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Really? I do.
No. Come on. Let me show you the backyard.
I'd rather talk about Joseph.
Excuse me?
Joseph, you said you and him are gonna buy this house?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
You said you and your ex, Joseph, were going to buy this house.
Or maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I think you've seen enough of this house, huh? What do you think?
I think I like it.
Okay, so why don't we meet back at my office and we'll talk about it?
We can talk here.
But all the paperwork is at my office.
Oh, that's fine. We can do that later. About that master bedroom. Can we see it again?
Yeah, it's right upstairs.
Come on.
My phone is
No,
vibrating.
just come with me.
I'm right behind you.
No. Ladies first. Please. I don't feel your phone vibrating.
It must have stopped.
I need to make a call.
Okay, well, you go right ahead and I'll meet you outside, okay?
No. This would just be a few seconds. Oh, I thought it was on vibrate.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
You better get it.
Yeah, I should, thank you. Hello? Hello? Oh, God, the signal's really bad. I should go outside. Hello? Yes, I can barely... Oh, you need me to be there right now? Okay, I'm on my way. Okay.
Who was that?
It's an emergency, and I need to go right now.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so just call me later, and don't worry about locking up, okay?
Sure.
This phone... Like, hello?
I don't like liars.
What?
You lied to me.
What are you talking about?
I just called you, and you said it was an emergency.
Get out of here.
No, you're not.
No, move.
You're so cute.
Move.
I wanted you for a long time.
Look, I'll scream.
You know what I like about this lot? It's on 7 acres. Nobody will hear you.
What do you want?
You.
We're closed.
Let me in!
I said we closed. Everybody go home.
Jennifer!
What?
It's me!
Me who?
Joseph!
And?
Let me in!
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Jennifer, this is an emergency.
Leslie ain't here. The emergency over.
I know Leslie isn't here.
You probably been staked outside watching the door all day.
Jennifer, I'm not kidding.
What you got on?
What?
What you wearing?
But I got a suit. I'm wearing a suit.
Oh, honey, that's too many clothes for me.
Jennifer, I am not kidding around.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to take some clothes off.
Jennifer!
Are you still dressed?
Fine. There, my jacket. Draw!
A jacket? Boy, please. Keep it coming.
You are out of your mind. There, tie, okay? Tie off!
Now let it tie on.
Listen, I will get naked, but I will not get freaky. Now open this door.
Okay, well, get naked then. Ain't got no
Jennifer.
singles. Are we?
I am standing in the street without a shirt on. Now open the door.
Okay, work on the pants. Oh my gosh! Oh, hello! Oh, wait! I'm about to bust the door wide open. Come on! No, don't pick it up! Come on! Oh my goodness!
Crazy.
Oh, ooh, you look like Shamar Moore. Ooh.
Stop it! Hey,
I'm crazy over a man like this. Ooh, it's all fuzzy.
listen. Now listen, have you heard from Leslie?
Earlier.
Okay, do you know where she is?
Look, boy, you need some help. Let me help
think?
you. Oh, you gonna beat me? You gonna beat me? Oh, beat me, daddy, beat me. I'm sorry.
Do you know where she's gone?
Look, she said she had a client.
Did she say where she's going?
No! And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. But we might could work something out.
Stop it now!
Don't run from me.
Listen, will you call her? I mean, I've been trying to call her, but she won't answer the phone. I think something's wrong.
Why don't you leave her alone? Why get a bone when you can have a whole side of beef, baby?
Jennifer,
What?
pick up the phone and call her, damn it!
Ooh. Check you out getting all daddy-fied and everything. Ooh, that just turned me on. Daddy. Ooh, just how you doing? What?
Dial a number.
We going to the hotel? What we doing? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I got a text. How you get a phone in jail? Oh, my, the pitch. Oh.
Jennifer,
Well, let me expand this screen so I can see all that.
Jennifer, this is Leslie we're talking about, okay? She could be in trouble. Will you call her, please?
Oh, I'm gonna be in trouble in 10 days when he get out. Jail does the body good. Hey, Raheem.
Dial the number.
Okay, well, let me save my picture. Make this my screensaver.
Call her!
Okay. Gosh, okay. Here.
I'm not putting that in my ear.
Don't knock it till you try it, sugar. Look, man, she not answering.
Oh, something's wrong.
You think so?
Yeah. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Are you sure, Jennifer? This is serious.
Okay, look, all she said was that she had to go show some houses today.
Okay, but where?
I don't know, Atlanta, big city.
All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get on her website, and I want you to pull up every house she has for sale. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go to every one of them if I have to.
Okay.
Well, come on!
Ooh, so forceful and everything. Okay. There.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
Scroll down.
Okay, keep your shirt on.
Oh, now you want me to keep my shirt on. Thanks a lot. There it is.
Oh, that's cute.
Jennifer, she could be in real danger.
You really think she's in danger?
Yeah.
Well, then go get her, man. Why you standing here looking at me? Did you just take the
A divorce lawyer?
That's what I said.
Come on, man.
What?
You don't want to do that.
Yes, I do.
All she did was kiss the guy.
Oh, you didn't hear the rest of the story.
Oh, come on, Marcus.
No. They had an affair.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
How do I know that?
Because you know Angela.
Yes, I know Angela. The same damn Angela that was kissing that man in my damn kitchen.
Marcus!
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, Marcus, listen, man. Angela messed up, okay?
Yeah, and?
Brother, you messed up. A lot.
What you trying to say?
I'm saying, didn't she give you pass after pass?
After pass?
After pass?
After pass?
And then the pass after that?
Okay, I get it.
So you see what we're saying?
Yes, I do. But we were young, we were kids.
Okay, but man, you still did it.
Not my own damn house.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Because you weren't a homeowner, Marcus, look, this guy's as much to blame as she is.
Well, I'm not married to that guy. I'm married to her.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a solid point. Rich?
You're helping?
I'm trying. Just being objective.
Well, that's not good. That's not good.
Oh, yeah? What about you? You're flip-flopping more than a guy running for president. In flip-flops.
Okay, listen, we need to calm this brother down.
I have been trying.
By insulting him? Oh, I get it. You can do better, right? Absolutely. Marcus, my man, listen. You really need to think about this.
Well, I have thought about it. And every time I close my eyes, I see her and Benny in my damn kitchen.
Damn, that's not a good look. Okay, well
Well played, Rich. Well played. Would you like to fix my life, too?
okay, you try.
Been trying, man.
You know what? You know what? This is fine. Huh? This gives me license to do what I want to do anyway.
Oh, hold up, big guy. What kind of license are we talking about?
I'm gonna return to my old ways.
Like I said, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think I can still wake up the Mac in me.
Marcus, the Mac was a hoe.
Yeah, him too.
Marcus.
And I'm gonna start by doing yoga.
The Mac didn't do yoga. Don't do something you'll regret.
Oh, I'm gonna do a whole lot that she's gonna regret.
Oh, the sun is up. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Thank y'all so much for staying all night.
Girl, you're our friend. We don't mind.
Speak for yourself.
You don't mind. She would do it for you.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Thank you. She's kind.
Kind.
Yes,
The hell you say?
she is.
Well, if she's so kind and so nice, since I've been up with your ass all night, can I have the day off?
No, your butt need to go to work.
And you call that kind?
You have to go to work, Jennifer.
No, I don't. My man got money.
I can't take her. I can't talk to her.
You know what? I'm going home. Bye.
You all right, girl?
Yes. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go and get ready for work.
Thank you so much for coming over and
Welcome.
spending the night with me. I love you.
We love you.
I love you, honey.
Yeah,
Come
I
here.
love you
Come
too.
on.
Kiss, kiss, mom. Miss V?
What the hell you stealing out of here?
Ain't nobody stealing nothing.
You know you thuggish hoes like to come out 4 days in the morning.
Did she just call me a thug?
I would be more offended by the hoe.
Nah, that's pretty appropriate.
Angela, you better check her purse.
You know what? Bye, Angela. I got.
I'm not letting you leave.
Let her go. Go. Let her go.
Old woman, if you want that hip, you need to move.
And if you want that ass, you better empty that purse. I got knives in this purse.
Okay, you know what? Stop. Bye, Jennifer. Bye, baby. Bye. Come on. Bye. Mwah. Okay, bye. Let go. Stop.
Okay,
Go.
bye.
Stop it, Miss B. Always harassing my guests.
What they doing here so early?
None of your business. Goodness, Miss V, they just came by.
No, they didn't. What's going on?
Nothing.
Okay, I just rewind the tape.
What tape?
You know I got cameras in this house.
You do not.
Nanny cams.
Miss V,
What happened?
nothing.
Oh, that boy Benny.
Wait a minute, you really got cameras up in my house? Let me see that.
No. But it's him, ain't it?
No.
Yes, it is. What'd he do? Did you give him some? He ain't like it?
Miss V,
I told you that boy should not have been in this house.
okay, you know who else should not be in this house?
Who?
You.
Girl, you funny. Stop playing.
No, you think I'm playing? You think I'm playing, Miss V? You keep it up. I'm telling you, you're gonna lose this job.
Oh, you don't want to put my money.
You heard me.
And you hear me. Don't with my money.
I ain't got time. Look, I gotta go to work, Miss V.
So you ain't gonna tell me?
Why would I want to tell you?
So I can help you.
But you want to help me? You don't want to help me. You just want to be nosy.
Don't let this smooth, flawless skin fool you. I'm really older. And wise.
I know you old.
Watch it.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me, but I'll tell you.
I don't want to hear it.
And why you back in here?
Just what is it, Miss V? What is it?
If Marcus catches you, he's gonna want a divorce.
How you know?
Men can't handle their woman being with another man. I know. I've been there. Several times.
But Miss V, it was just a kiss.
No, it was more than that.
And will you stop rubbing my damn chair? Having a flashback?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about you, wasn't
Miss V.
he? He caught him kissing you?
Yes, he did, and I don't know what to do about it.
Well, I will tell you what to do.
This gonna be stupid.
No, it's not.
Okay, what is it?
Go tell Marcus the truth.
That is stupid.
I'm telling you. Tell him all that you feel and why you did it.
But I don't really know how I feel or why I did it.
Then tell him that.
You think?
I'm telling you right now. If you don't get in his head, then he's gonna let his own thoughts get in his head. Marcus has had too many concussions to be left alone in his own head.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I know.
You always coming up with something good.
Well, I told you I was wiser.
Thank you. Thank
Sure.
you.
Now pay me. I'm serious. I told you don't work with my money. You think I do that for nothing? He gonna divorce that ass.
I don't care what y'all say. I'm going in.
Marcus. Mark, what are you doing?
What is he doing?
I'm putting on my yoga clothes.
Brother man, you are half naked.
That's the half that counts.
You're in your boxer shorts.
Yeah, this is yoga. I'm gonna meditate.
In your boxer shorts? Marcus!
What?
You don't have to do this!
Yes, I do. Those women in there can go find a man to get what they want, and my wife can go find another man, then this man is gonna get it in. Namaste.
Marcus?
Bye, bitches.
What are we gonna do?
We join him.
No, put shoes back on!
What?
We aren't gonna join him!
Marcus, really? What are you doing, man?
I came to do some yoga.
This is not a place for old married dudes.
Well, I'm ready to not be married.
No, you ready to not be breathing. Because if Angela walks in here,
I don't care, let her.
okay, you like living on the edge.
Yes, I do. Excuse me, ladies. I hope you wouldn't mind if I join you.
What are you doing here?
Well, I want to check out the class. Hey.
Oh, no. You are not doing this.
Well, yes, I am.
Wearing that.
These are my workout clothes.
Marcus, out.
Yeah, if you Pee Wee Herman.
No.
Out.
No, I am staying.
Okay, it's obvious you have you ever even done yoga before?
No.
Well, this is not a beginner's class. So out.
Come on, I could do this. What's so advanced about this?
Look at you.
No! Old heads, really?
came to do some yoga.
Rich, it's like crouching kitty, hidden dragon in here.
I believe in hiding the dragon.
Apparently you don't. Hey, man, there's laws against people walking around looking like you two look right now.
Doing some yoga.
If your wife and your... whatever Jennifer is to you...
Oh, heavens, look at that lady right there.
I love yoga. I love yoga.
Oh, no. No, come on. All of you? Seriously, out. Out on the other side of that door. Bye.
No, I am staying.
I ain't going nowhere.
I see a little room right here for me.
Hey, Keisha, do you share these? I want to see a space right up. Hey. This works. Yeah. Hey, can we do that one, the upside down doggy style one?
I love that one. I love that one.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay, you know what?
Shh. You're breaking my concentration.
Don't shh me.
This is a spiritual space.
If Angela comes through that door, she gonna break your femur.
Who cares?
What? Excuse me.
I don't care.
Damn. What'll she do?
Nothing. Can we just exercise, please?
It's called yoga.
Show me how to yoga, Joe. Show me how to yoga. Show me how to yoga, Joe. Show me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You know, the girly stuff.
You know I'm gonna find out what's going on.
Well, until then, fellas, let's get it in.
What's happening? What's going on? Oh!
I love this position.
I just don't even know what to say to him.
Hi. Hi. Is the class still going?
What class?
The yoga class.
Yoga? I don't think you have the right place.
No, this is it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Keisha.
Well, Keisha. Also, Keisha's doing a yoga class here?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go, but this really sexy guy talked me into it. So when I got to my car, I said, you know what? I'll go back. Yeah, and I know he wanted my number.
Really? Mm-hmm. So what's this really sexy guy's name?
Marcus.
Say that again?
Marcus?
Marcus? You sure?
Yeah.
So did this sexy guy, Marcus, ask you for your number?
He did, but I think he's married.
Oh.
And I don't do married. No.
Oh. Yeah, but you know he is married.
I thought so.
Yeah, he is.
But he did say they were having problems. But don't all men say that?
Oh, so he said they were having problems? He told you that?
Yeah.
He talking to like that a bit. He talking to some woman telling...
Well, I'm not falling for that. Although he is hot.
Is he?
Yes, he is. I may have to give him my number anyway.
I wouldn't do that.
Why?
I heard his wife was a real bitch.
Really?
Yes, honey. She will stab a hoe.
Oh.
She will shank a fool. She's dangerous. You know, so she went to school to be a surgeon. Uh-huh. She know where to cut a hoe. You know, where she'll bleed out.
Well, see, I don't
I don't get into violence, so.
Oh, she does. She does. She love violence. That's her middle name. Violence, violent.
Okay, and how do you know her so well?
'Cause I'm that bitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And your little yoga thing today is done.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go downward dog somewhere else.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, go stretch. Stretch somewhere else. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. All this little, is up. All right, all you little hoes, hit the door. Get out of here.
Angela!
What? No, now.
You don't come in here telling us what to do.
Girl, don't make me have to turn the hose on you.
Damn, she went straight 60s. On her own people.
No. Ladies. Don't go anywhere. We just getting started.
Marcus, you and I really need to talk.
You only need to talk to my lawyer.
Marcus.
That's it.
See, I didn't want to hear it, but I kind of wanted to hear it.
You shouldn't have been listening.
I was trying not to, but I know if I hear it, they gonna come down smiling and happy, singing Larry White songs.
Who is Larry White?
You know, old fat dude with the real deep voice.
I love you, baby. Baby. Larry White. Yeah.
You gonna have to get another kidney trying to talk that low. Finish your breakfast.
Uh-oh, he ain't smiling. You know what that means.
No, Larry White?
Right.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, son.
How was your night?
Good. You ready for your big test?
Yeah, sure. Where's Mom?
She's coming down. Slept late.
That's a good sign.
What do you mean?
Well, it means that you two could have had a good night. Well, I mean, at least y'all sleeping in the same room. Did you and Mom make up last night?
Well, son, look.
That's a no. See, I was kind of hoping you did, but I was hoping I didn't hear it. But I did want to hear it, but I didn't want to hear it because if y'all doing it, then I'm going to hear it.
Hear what?
You two making up.
What are you talking about?
I told your ass these walls were thin.
Oh, you mean hearing me and your mother talking?
Yeah, when you and Mom are talking.
MJ,
Look, Dad, okay? You're talking to me. When that Terry Pendergrass gets to playing, I know what's happening.
And it's Teddy Pendergrass, but...
But him too. But see, and then you come downstairs just smiling and giggling, and then Mama come right behind you and she, and together y'all just hang.
Russell's here.
Thank God.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Ma.
How you doing?
Cool.
Have a good day at school.
All right.
Hey, Miss V.
Hey, don't forget your lunch.
Good morning, Marcus.
Good morning, babe.
Baby, I've been doing a lot of thinking all night long.
That explains all that smoke.
Babe, I've decided to trust you. I believe you did not sleep with this woman, and I'm gonna let it go.
Baby, you serious, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear you say that? Thank you. Come here. If I did not have to go to work, I would go up them stairs and I'd soundproof the room. But then I'd take you with me and I would... 3 times.
Oh, that's how we made MJ.
I'm gonna see you tonight.
Okay, babe.
Believe that. Thank you for trusting me.
Bye, baby. I trust you. I love you. You're the best. Trust, but verify. Where's that letter at? I need that Sabrina Murphy's address so we can verify.
Absolutely horrible. I told her to go with you.
I told her to go with you, too.
Yeah, it's not looking too good, but I can take care of it.
Look, she's ready to start at any time.
Great. Okay.
You start with me right now.
Although the bid was a little high, she just decided to scale back a little bit.
Leslie, this is the best price I can give her. But I promise the work will be done right.
I know.
You can start working me right now, baby.
Stop it.
Leslie, is she gonna be here every day?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, so Angela's just not gonna talk to me? Is she gonna talk through you? Come on, Leslie.
Derek, she just wants the job done, okay? Just do a good job. No offense.
You know, I understand that. That was 14 years ago we had that one night stand. I can't believe she doesn't even remember me.
I would never forget you, Daddy.
Look, just let it go, okay? Do a good job, and I'm sure she'll talk to you at some point. I mean, but Tyreek, she is a happily married woman.
I understand that. I'll keep it professional.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you on Monday.
Yes, honey, yes. See you on Monday. All of you.
Bird, you are embarrassing me.
Honey, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for.
You did just that.
You know, I know it's been a long time ago, but how does Angela not remember him? You know, he must not have been too special.
Come on, she was in college back then and wild.
Wait a minute, hold up. She remembers?
All right, well, she called me, and she said that she did remember, but Jennifer, don't say anything.
I won't, but that's crazy. She can't avoid a man like that. You think she don't know how hot he is?
No, Angela's happy with Marcus.
Not lately.
Oh, come on now, Jennifer. All couples have issues.
Baby, that's not issues. That's like World War. That whole mess with Sabrina Murphy. You know, the claiming she's got a kid with him and burning up his car and his clothes and Marcus spending all that money to spend in his salon. That's some straight bull.
They will work it out, okay? They always do.
Hey. Come on, baby. I'm sorry I'm late. All right. You can sit on in my chair. I know you guys. Hey.
Well, I talked to Tyreek. Okay. He's all ready to go with the expansion.
That's great. Great. And I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. I have been up most of the night, okay?
Uh-oh, what's wrong? What happened?
It's fine.
Okay, well, how was last night?
It's fine.
So, you and Marcus made up?
Kind of.
What does kind of mean?
Yeah, that's like kinda being pregnant.
I told him that I trust him. I told him that I believed him and that I would try and trust him and work on it.
Angela, look at you. That is so great. Jennifer, isn't that great?
It don't work like that. It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a pardon from the president for you to let this go. I'm not buying it.
Believe it. Praise the Lord. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay. All right, you guys, this is the deal. Okay, I got the number. I got the address to Sabrina Murphy. I'm going to her house, and I'm going to find out what the truth really is.
I knew it.
Wait, Angela, you did what?
Her neighbor told me she got in at noon, and I'm going over there.
Angela, no.
No, I got to put this to bed, Les. I done been through too much with Marcus to not check this out. I'm sorry, honey, but I'm going over there.
I'm gonna get the Vaseline, because this is gonna be some take it back to the hood. I know.
No, nobody's fighting.
You don't know Angela.
No, Angela is not fighting.
Come on, y'all know I'm trying to change, but y'all know back in the day, It'll start off as this whole nonviolent Martin Luther King peaceful talk, but then somehow you always turn it into that whole Malcolm X power to the people by any means necessary.
I'm with Malcolm.
No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Are you coming? Hell yeah.
So the crowd favorite continues to be Davis because why? He's the underdog.
And doesn't everyone just love the underdog?
Or in your case, the poodle.
Okay.
See you next time on C Sports Now.
See ya.
See ya.
And we're clear. Good. That's good, guys.
Well, I mean, you have a poodle.
Oh, you need to leave Fifi out of this.
He's a 6'4" dude walking a little poodle. It looks like...
Hey. I was watching the monitor. You guys were great.
Thanks, Keisha.
You were too, Marcus.
This whole broken down thing never works, yet is always here.
Keep throwing all that money into it, but it just won't act right.
And the soda machine's broken too.
Baby, I am so proud of you. And your new show, come on.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, babe.
Look, I brought you some lunch. You hungry?
Thank you, thank
Come
you.
on.
Don't say a word.
I'm not saying anything.
Don't say a word.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, I am. A few. I mean, that's messed up. She's your ex, and they're just flaunting it in your face.
Todd.
No, I'm serious. Man, this is crazy. And why is she here all the time?
Todd, can you just go get the mail or something?
Yeah, I'll go get the mail, but you know I'm
Or
right.
something.
He does have a point.
Keisha is here a lot.
Man, I tried to tell him. But Richard's gonna have to find out the hard way.
True.
Yep.
Hey, but how was your night?
You know, it was good.
Really?
Yeah. Angela says she forgives me, and she believes me.
Well, it sounds like standing your ground worked out.
Yeah. Now, no more drama.
That's what I'm talking about.
No mail, but this letter just got dropped off at the studio from Sabrina Murphy.
Oh, you.
Oh, hell no. Come on, man. You know what?
No, you know what? This is gross, and I'm paperless. I'm doing the whole green thing. I'm not reading that.
Well, I ain't reading it.
No, you should read that. Yeah, it's good stuff.
You read it?
Look, somebody has to help you old brothers deal with your midlife crisis.
Marcus, just read it.
Right.
Just remind me to choke Todd later.
Choke Todd later.
Choke Todd later.
Dear Marcus, I am so sorry for all the problems that I caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning at my house, and I told her the truth. I told her that you and I never met. We're never together.
No!
And that I don't even have a kid. I was put up to this by someone I am no longer friends with. I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you, but your wife knows everything.
She says that she was put up to this by somebody? I mean, that is low down.
Yeah, I wonder who that friend could be. I mean, that is low down. Like your friend Richard, running around here dating your ex. And Keisha comes in here every day bringing him lunch, knowing she is just as low down. I mean, I'm really your friend. And as your friend, I wouldn't eat that food if it was the last meal on Earth.
I have some extra lunch if any of you guys want some.
Oh, me, I want some.
Yeah? You want some lunch?
I want some lunch. I'm not gonna enjoy it at all.
I think it could actually be Keisha.
I don't know. But what I'm more bothered by is that Angela says she trusts me, and then she goes over to this woman's house.
True. I mean, you got a point. But Marcus, you've been through a lot of drama, man. You know, this might be one you just want to let go.
I intend to, but after I've made my point.
Oh, he was telling the truth, y'all. He was telling the truth. And I burned up his car. Oh, I was so mean to him. Oh, I'm in deep. Oh, I'm in deep.
See, this is why I don't think you should have went over there.
I know.
You would have just trusted him and let this go. You wouldn't be in this position.
I know.
So Marcus was telling the truth the whole time?
Oh, no. Help me. Yes, he was telling the truth and I burned up his car. Oh, I was so mean to him.
Burned up his car, his clothes.
Yeah, and his jewelry.
Had all his gold melted down to a medallion and said, I can't stand your ass.
Oh, goodness, you guys, stop it. I'm up here hurting here. Okay, I feel bad enough as it is. I got heart palpitations. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna late.
Now, this is why you don't fly off the handle until you get all the information.
I know, right?
Oh, my God, you guys, what have I done to my husband?
Angela, you have to tell him.
Hold on. No, she don't.
She has to.
No, she does not have to.
Hold on. I go with Leslie. I think I should. I at least owe him that.
Wait a second. You told the man you believe him, and now you're gonna tell him you went to see this chick? No, don't tell him, no.
Will y'all shut up?
Look, there's one more thing, okay? Bill Clinton.
What does Bill Clinton have to do with this?
Don't ask, don't tell.
All right, MJ, don't give Miss V too hard of a time, you understand?
Mama, why I gotta go over there? Her house smell like mothballs and beer.
It's not that bad.
You ain't never been there, Mama. You ain't never spent the night there.
It's for one night.
I don't even know why I gotta leave.
Look, me and your father, we need to have some talks.
Is Larry White in them talks?
Who?
Oh, you young folks.
I love you, baby. I need you, baby, baby. I need you. Him. I need you, baby. Baby, Larry White.
You keep talking in that deep voice and you gonna bust a spleen. And it's very white.
I mean, when I hear old school music coming from your bedroom, it means everything is all good.
See, that's just why you gotta go to Miss V's house, because you listen through the walls.
Come on in, Jay. I need to stop by the store before I get to my house. I'm out of mothballs and beer.
Ooh, how about this? You give me a gas mask and we be cool.
Ooh, no, how about this? I give you an ass mask and we be cool. Now, I love you, son. Now get your butt out of here. Go. Have a good one.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey, hey.
Hey, Angela.
So how was work today?
It was great. How was your day?
It was good.
Anything exciting happen?
Same old, same old.
Same. So, what's this?
Baby, I just missed you.
Oh, you just missed me.
Yeah.
So it's all for me.
It's all for you.
I'm sorry, baby. I can't do it.
Baby, why?
I just have so much pain in my heart, baby.
Baby, oh no, baby, I'm so sorry. Oh, honey, please don't cry. Honey, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I did not believe you, honey. I'm sorry I burned up your car and your clothes. Oh, my God, I'll never touch your stuff again, I promise. Oh, baby, please don't cry.
Baby,
Oh.
it's me who should be sorry. Baby.
Huh?
Now, you promise you won't get mad.
Baby, I promise. Honey, I promise I will never fly off the handle again. I'm done. Trust me, I'm done.
That makes me feel good. Because I got to tell you, I lied. I did sleep with her, and that's my baby. You see the DNA test? It came back today, so we need to figure out how we're going to deal with all this. I also told her that if you contacted her, to lie to you and say that she didn't even have a kid. But that's...
Whoa. Have you lost your damn mind? Huh? You must have lost your mind up in here thinking you gonna come to this house and try to tell me that stuff? Are you kidding me? You did what? Well, I don't care what I just said. I don't give a damn what I just said. You coming up in this house trying to tell me that you did what? That's what we got to figure out how to work what out.
Well,
How to work it out.
Well, see, baby, I got this letter from Sabrina Murphy today, apologizing to me and telling me that you came to see her today. So you said you trusted me. Now, that is not trust. And that don't make me feel good. Not at all.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, okay?
Get off
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry, baby.
Angela, get off.
Oh, God. Oh,
Angela,
baby.
get off of me.
Baby, you know me. I go crazy. You gotta forgive me.
Get off my... Get off my...
I'm sorry.
Mama, Miss V brought me back to get my uniform for the morning.
I go crazy. You gotta forgive me.
Get off my... Get off my... What's it gonna do to get you off?
I got this. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because they're going to know that I heard it because I hear it. Yeah.
Get off. You need to get off.
No, I'm not getting off, baby. I'm gonna keep riding you. I'm gonna keep riding you until you get
Yes? No, I'm sure you're gonna absolutely love it. It's what we've been talking about all this time. Well, it has, I think, 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. Yeah. Yes, I'm sure about that. If you want to get you ready before, yeah. Whatever you need, it's fine. I am here for you. Yes, definitely. No, sure.
Happy birthday, baby.
No. Oh, no. It's not my birthday. No. I'm well. I'm doing yeah, I'm well. Yeah, so how about this? Why don't we meet at 9 o'clock? Yes, thank you very much. What is this?
It's a 3-alarm birthday, baby.
What? I could at least use a good morning and not this.
Good morning. And happy birthday.
Thank you. What do you want for breakfast?
Well, I'll take an Anger breakfast muffin if you got one. Are you okay?
You know, babe, I don't like people making a big fuss over my birthday. And this surely isn't a big fuss.
Hey, that's just me. And besides, why do we do this? Why do we go through this every year, babe?
Look, it's just another day to remind me that I'm getting older. And I don't need a reminder for that. I mean, I don't think I'm looking older. Right? Do I look older, baby?
No? No, you don't. Sweetheart, come on. You gotta be a little bit happy about all the things we've accomplished and...
You just don't get it, babe. No woman wants to get older. Why do you do this?
Do what?
I don't want to have a birthday.
Okay, you look really foolish right now.
You know what? I don't need this. I cannot.
Oh, this woman.
She looked amazing.
Yeah. You're gonna look horrible at this check bounce.
It's her wedding day.
I know that. That is no reason for you to go soft on it.
Her check is not going to bounce.
But I'm still calling the bank.
Happy birthday! Bam! Happy birthday.
Girl, it's your birthday?
Yes.
Oh. Happy birthday, girl. Look, conditioner.
What is wrong with you, Les?
Ooh, girl, you having one of them early midlife crises.
Honey, have you seen her? She looked too fabulous.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Then why's she crying?
Leslie, honey, what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine.
Oh, Liz. Girl, he beating you. I knew it was too good to be true.
He's not beating me crazy.
Don't knock it till you try it. I mean, come on, much as you've been there for me, talk to me.
What's going on, Leslie?
Look, I'll just call you guys later.
Oh, no. We're not gonna let you leave like this. No, honey, it's your birthday. What's wrong?
I just thought I would be in a different place in my life by now. I mean, just seeing Myra and her lovely bridesmaids just looking lovely and happy to be married. I just wanted to stretch her eyes out.
Oh, I know what this is about.
He still ain't asked you to marry him, huh?
Guys, in 1 month, it'll be 4 years. 4 years? Is there something wrong with me? I mean, why won't he marry me?
Have you thought about asking him to marry you?
No. He's supposed to ask me. I don't supposed to ask him.
But he did ask you once before, right? He did.
Yeah, but he just did that because I wanted him to. And I don't want it like that. Look, I'm just done with this.
No, Leslie, you're not leaving.
No, I want to go.
Marcus, I need to talk to you, man.
What's up?
It's about Leslie's birthday.
So what about it?
Please tell me that Angela isn't planning any kind of surprise party or anything.
I can't tell you that.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. Even if it were something going on, I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because you tell Leslie everything.
I do not. That is...
Yes, you do. Look, March 26th.
That was a one-time thing.
3 months ago, in the car.
Extenuating circumstances.
Oh, last week, the thing with me and Angela?
I was drinking.
Yesterday.
Okay, you win, all right? But for me, Marcus, please, just tell Angela Leslie does not want a birthday party.
No problem. No problem.
There will be blood.
There will be no blood.
Really?
Really? Really? Look, I'm just messing with you. Angela never told me anything about a surprise party, okay? Nothing.
Oh. You were...
Just messing with you, man.
Come on, man. That's not cool. All right.
Hey, man.
All right, I'll see you later.
Just have Leslie at my house at 7.
Marcus. Hi, honey.
Hot.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Are you crying?
I'm okay.
Baby, what happened?
Nothing. I was just watching this commercial and it made me cry.
Babe, that's a commercial about adult diapers.
I know. But babe, it was this old woman and she was home alone and her kids weren't there.
Uh-huh.
And baby, she had to pee. She just had to pee all over herself.
I see. Oh, sweetie. You know, but it has a happy ending. They give her the diapers. She can pee at will.
Baby, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Nor should you. But baby, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, babe. I'm fine. It just...
Okay, well, you know what? I'm home. I'm gonna go get you some diapers.
No, babe. No, that's not the point. That's not the point. Baby, I can pee right now.
Well, not now.
I know how to pee by myself.
Okay.
But in the future, baby, will I be able to pee by myself? Will you be there for me when I need to pee?
When you say be there.
I don't want to pee on myself.
I need to ask you a sensitive question, okay? And I need an honest answer. Because earlier today, I looked on my smartphone, and it told me that today was a good day, that today was a happy face day. And I'm just wondering, has your cycle changed? Is it that time of the month?
Baby, if you mean if it's time for me to slap the hell out of you, you're asking me that question, then hell yeah.
Slap the hell out of me? You've been spending too much time around Angela and Jennifer.
Just don't worry about it.
Yeah, whatever. I need you to get dressed. We're going over Marcus's and Angela's.
Joseph! Look, if they have a balloon or a candle or a cake, if they have a cake, when they ask me to cut that cake, I'm gonna cut you. Ooh!
You're gonna cut me? Well, you are hanging out with those violent women way too much. As fire chief, I'm gonna revoke your salon pass.
Okay, when you hear him say, surprise, you say, surprise! Okay, Marcus, you got that?
Yeah, baby, I'm supposed to yell.
Surprise! Come on, Marcus. Don't play. Let me just show it to you one more time, okay? Remember the baby monitor when MJ was small? I'll speak into it. You'll hear me. I'll say, they're here, surprise, and tell them to say surprise. It's a surprise.
Angela, you about to be surprised.
I'm going to the door, but you got that, baby. Don't mess it up. I'll talk in this. Just listen, all right? You understand? Surprise! Come on, say surprise! 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 Oh, man. Leslie, I've been looking all over this house for you. What's wrong?
Yeah, girl, you're supposed to be happy.
Well, I'm not.
Come on, you only what?
Don't, if you say my age, Jennifer, I'm gonna strangle you.
Strangle. Girl, you've been hanging around me too long.
Leslie, what's wrong?
Like I said before, I feel like I'm supposed to be in a different place in my life right now.
Somewhere like where?
Like married, okay? Married with kids. I thought I would have my own real estate firm by now and not working for someone else and dealing with wicked people every day. I don't want this house. I like this house. I don't want that house. Girl, that house is ugly. Are you kidding me? I don't want this house.
But Leslie, you're doing so well.
I know, Angela. I'm just not happy.
You know, if I had half of what you have, girl, I'd be so happy. You know, you folks kill me.
What are you talking about, Jennifer?
Okay, you know what? You were raised by both your parents, right?
Yeah.
Had a little bit of money.
We weren't rich.
You ever eat leftovers?
No.
You ever clip coupons?
Coupon?
Wow. Okay, your parents paid for your college, right?
No. Yeah, they paid for it, but I worked hard. I worked hard and I paid for every single one of my books. Yes, I did.
I'm sorry, boo-boo, but I feel no sympathy for you.
See, that's why I didn't want to say anything to you.
What is going on? Maybe it's that time of the month.
No, it's not.
How do you know?
Because I have an app. Yeah. I got an app that tells guys who live with chicks when that part of the month that's gonna be a little crazy is coming.
I gotta get one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's meant for women. Let me tell you.
You know what I think the problem is? Leslie really wants to be married.
No, man. She doesn't. And besides, you know what? I already asked her. She said no.
Maybe she's just waiting for you to ask her again. I think Leslie's just feeling like she's getting older, you know?
Well, she is getting older.
You need to cut that off.
And that's the thing, Marcus. I don't want to be tied down while I'm young. I love her. I don't want to be with anybody else. But when I think about marriage, I'm like, I think about you.
You need to clean that up a little bit.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, man, you know, marriage is the best thing in the world and the worst thing in the world at the same time.
Does it really get worse?
Yeah, the worsters get worser.
And the betterers?
Well, the betters, they stay right where they are.
Why did you do it?
She had a gun. Yeah, she knows how to use it, too.
You know, when I think about you guys, all the stuff you guys go through, but at the end of the day, you're there for each other.
See, that's one of the best parts in life, you know? you have somebody to come home to. But sometimes, man, when it's bad, you know how bad it can be. I don't have to tell you. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just, she drives me crazy, and it's just like a fight all the time.
But you love her.
Yeah, man, I do. You know, that's when it becomes so simple because even though we're complaining, what else can you do? You love who you love, right? Can't control that.
I love Leslie. I love her so much. I just don't know if marriage is the right thing for us, and I don't want something to mess up what we have. It's so beautiful what we have.
Yeah?
What should I do?
That's your wife. You know that. Man, if you lose that woman, I'm gonna have to deal with your sorry behind for the rest of my life.
Maybe you and I should get married.
Leslie, if you don't like the way things are, change them.
Angela, you heard it. You heard it yourself.
I heard it. I heard what he said, but I
bet you heard what Marcus said about you, too.
Oh, I'm gonna handle Marcus later. Oh, I got something for Marcus.
Is everything all right, babe?
Honey?
Don't you come in here with all that honey. We heard you. Baby monitor.
Well, did you hear the part where we said how much we loved you?
Yeah, I heard that. And Joseph, I also heard how much you don't want to be with me. I'm out of here.
Leslie.
This is the part where you go after her?
I'm thinking, how did she know that that wasn't you?
Go. Babe, you know I was saying all that just to make him feel better. You know what I mean.
I know you ain't falling for that crap, Ange.
Angela, is she gonna be here for a while?
Yep. All night long.
Angela, that anniversary present thing that I was talking to you about, I wasn't talking about this friend.
Ew. Then again, you know what? Can I get another drink?
Here, Yuri scorches the line with a powerful backhand, one of the best shots I saw on tour all year. Then he comes back, finishes it off with an overhead slam, point, set, match. You gotta love tennis when it's played at this level.
In other words, one guy hit it, the other guy hit it back. It's basically ping pong, but you're standing on the table.
For me and my incredibly obtuse partner, that's all we got for you on C Sports today.
See ya!
Yeah, we're clear. That's good. That's good.
Man, if you think tennis is exciting, you're out of your mind.
You're a funny guy.
So, Joseph.
So, Richard.
What's going on?
Just working.
Bachelor party?
Don't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone getting married?
I just don't want to be a part of anything wild and crazy. At least not go to jail wild and crazy.
Wild and crazy? Me, wild and crazy? Why would you put those two things in the same... That's just crazy.
Did somebody say my name?
No, no one said your name.
Yes, you did. You said bachelor party. That's my middle name.
You're not coming.
What, why?
Because this is going to be a bachelor party with class.
My bachelor parties have class. They just don't have the C and the L get in the way of all that.
You see, this is why you're not coming.
You know, apparently you haven't seen my Holodex.
Your what? Oh! Oh my. Really? Is that 3D?
34 double D.
Oh! Wait, on, scroll back, scroll back. Is that you?
Time and place.
Ozzy's. 8 o'clock tonight.
My man.
You're gonna have to watch that first. I saw the picture. Hey, Marcus.
Yep.
Hey, I guess you've heard by now that I'm hosting Richard's bachelor party?
Joseph.
Come on, man. Listen, you guys have been friends too long to allow Keisha to get between you.
That's right. You know the code. Bros before...
Todd!
Oh, yeah, it's getting late.
Come on, Marcus.
Look, I'm not going to any bachelor party.
Marcus. Come on, man. I mean, you know the guy, he doesn't have any friends.
Maybe that's because he keeps dating their exes.
Come on.
Dude, I'm not in favor of the wedding. I'm not gonna go celebrate it.
Have you seen the Todd Pod?
Look, man, I know Keisha, she's just gonna be playing him like a bad game, just like one of your games.
You got you. Your games do suck.
All right. If you're not gonna do it for him, look at me, buddy. Look at me. Do this for me. I need this.
Joseph, look, I'm sorry. Count me out.
Okay, it's tonight at 8.
I don't care. I'm not gonna be there.
And you are a good friend.
No, I'm not.
Let me know if you need a ride.
No, I'm not going.
I can always count on you, buddy.
Joseph, I'm not going.
Got you next time.
Right. Okay. You like Leslie?
Girl, you always do a great job with my hair.
I do a great job with your hair and the hair from the women in India that this hair came from.
Thank you, girl. I'll see you next week, all right?
Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Angela.
What are you doing here?
I had a little hair emergency.
You need a razor?
No, it's about Dominique. You see, Dominique needs to get her hair done because she has a dance to go to tonight, and I was wondering if maybe you would do it for me.
You want me to do it?
Yes.
Girl, you might want me to handle that.
Oh, please, Jennifer, because my stylist is booked.
Fine.
Oh, great. I'm gonna text the nanny right now, who's probably, you know, at the mansion. And I'm gonna let her know to drop Dominique off here. Thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
Did she just call a townhouse a mansion?
Look, I'm gonna go. This is making me sick.
Oh, no. Hey, Leslie. How you doing, girl?
I was wondering if you saw me. Hey.
Oh, well, since you got it up, let me see. Oh, it's empty. So you and Joseph didn't get engaged yet?
No.
Girl, I don't know what's taking him so long. I mean, what do you think it is? Oh, wait a minute. Do you think that it's possible that maybe he just doesn't want to marry you?
I'm in no rush, Keisha.
Okay.
We know you in a rush. You running to the altar.
I know, right? I mean, you would too. Think about it. Ladies, come on. I am off to Venice. Say it with me, girls. Venice! To get married. Ooh, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we know. You tell us every time we see you.
I'm sorry. It's just that I'm so excited.
Well, we're excited for you.
Strong shade.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And ladies, listen. Shh. When I tell you that I have the most gorgeous Vera Wang gown, wait till you see it.
Is it white?
Of course.
Come on, baby. Lightning gonna strike over here.
White. I thought it was red. As a matter of fact, I thought it was this little red dress you got on right now, and I thought that was the wedding dress.
Yeah, or black.
Or stripes. One for every mark a man's left on her.
No, that would be polka dot.
Stop it.
So, Keisha, are your girls gonna throw you a bachelorette party?
Girls? Y'all know I don't have any girlfriends. All my friends are men.
Well, are your men friends gonna throw you a bachelorette party?
Girl, no. All my men friends are sad because, well, Keisha is off the market. In fact, wait a minute. Angela, you know, I'm very, very, very surprised that you're letting Marcus go to the bachelor party.
What bachelor party?
So you mean to tell me he didn't tell you? Ooh, never mind. I didn't mention it.
He didn't tell me. Is this like a party for Richard?
Of course. And yes, Joseph is actually the one that's throwing it.
Ooh, yeah, I did not know about that.
Oh, gosh. Excuse me. Look who's in the know, and look who the no-nos are. It's obvious that both of your men have been keeping the two of you in the dark. Work that out. I gotta go. Thank you for hooking up Dominique, and I'll holla.
You guys, Marcus can't go to no bachelor party. He gets in trouble every time he goes to a bachelor party.
Yeah, you're right. You better lock him down, Ange.
Oh, he know me. He better not try it. As a matter of fact, y'all, I gotta close early. No, I gotta go and I gotta shut this down. No, I'm gonna handle this.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
You home early?
I closed early. You going somewhere?
Yeah. Going bowling.
Bowling?
Yeah.
By any chance, is this bowling alley somewhere near Richard's bachelor party?
What?
Yeah, I know about it. I know about it. and you're not going.
Come on, babe. Who you think you talking to?
You heard me.
Come on. Look, if it eases your mind, I'm not going. So there.
So when exactly were you gonna tell me that you were going to this bachelor party?
I wasn't.
Well, why in the hell not?
Hey, calm down.
No, Marcus. No, you know how you are when you go to these bachelor parties. You get buck wild and you act a fool.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm not dealing with that. You know you and your teammates, y'all know y'all go to these bachelor parties, you get buck wild, and you just wild out. You're not going.
Excuse me?
You can't go.
Baby, I'm not MJ. I'm a grown man. You can't tell me where I can and cannot go.
Oh, yes, I can.
Angela, what's wrong with you?
You and me and these bachelor parties, they don't mix.
But I told you I wasn't going.
Good.
Great.
And where are you going?
I'm getting my balls and I'm going bowling.
Who do you think I am, Boo-Boo the fool?
That or Lulu the cuckoo. Either way, I'm going bowling. Now give me my balls.
You are not going bowling. Not with these balls.
Baby, I need my balls.
Need my balls.
Baby, give me back my balls.
You ain't going. If you think you want to go to a bachelor party, you going without these balls.
Baby, I'm going.
I forbid you to go.
Look, if I want to go, I'll go.
Ooh. Ah. So you planned this all along, didn't you?
You're insane.
Marcus, you are not going to that bachelor party.
Oh, well. I guess I better go change.
For what?
Well, I actually wasn't going to the bachelor party, but since you told me what I wasn't going to do, now I'm going to that bachelor party.
No, Marcus, no, you can't go. No. All right, come on, come in.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. It's late.
Ange, what's going on?
Where's the bachelor party?
What bachelor party?
You know the bachelor party that Keisha told us that Joseph was throwing for Richard? I forbid Marcus to go. He went anyway. Now, where is it?
Angela, I don't know.
Hold up. You forbid him to go.
Yes, I did.
And what'd he do?
He walked right out that door.
I ain't mad at him. That's a pimpin'. That's pimpin'.
Whose side are you on anyway? Now, where is it?
Angela, I don't know.
Well, why don't you find out? I want you to find out. I'm your girl, right? You get on that phone and you find out.
Okay. But look, you can't tell him not to go. He's not a child.
Well, He sure do act like he a child sometimes. I told him not to go.
Yeah, somebody had to be the adult, huh?
Right.
And you tripping.
Hey, babe, where are you? Where? Oh, okay. No, I just missed you. You know. Okay, well, I love you. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
What'd he say?
They're at Ozzy's.
Okay, come on, let's go. Come on.
I am not going anywhere.
Me neither.
Come on.
Hold up. Bachelor party. Whole lot of men. Let's run. Girl, it's dead up in here.
I know, right?
I guess they are growing up.
Child, I thought Marcus still had it in him.
Girl, look at him over there sleeping.
Now, let's get out of here before we get in trouble. Come on.
I feel bad about this.
I know. They're in there playing poker.
I came running in there trying to give them the blues.
You know what? Let this be a lesson that we need to trust them.
I hear you.
You know, something wasn't right about that game.
What? I mean, there was nothing going on but a poker game.
You know what? You're right. There were no chips. You know, they just turn this car around. Turn it around. Come on, get me.
Okay, that's enough for me. I'm out of here.
Whoa!
Hey.
Marcus, where you going? Party's not over.
No, Joseph, look, I only came here just to prove a point to Angela.
Oh, come on, pal. Stay for Richard.
No, you have fun. I'm out.
Hey, Marcus. She's about to make the tassel spell my name.
Man, this is crazy. I'm way past this, fellas. You have a good time.
What I tell you? What is this, huh?
There's some fine men up in here. They were not here a second ago.
Joseph!
Hey, man.
What is going on?
Nothing, just a little party.
And why were your hands on her ass?
Oh, come on, babe. You know me. Ow!
Where is Marcus?
Angela, Marcus left already. Yeah, he didn't even want to come. You made him.
I'm sorry. You forgive me?
Maybe if you rub my feet.
Oh, heck no. I've seen those feet.
Maybe I could just rub them on this jacket and give myself a pedicure.
Part 1. Yo, I need to ask you something, and I need you to be completely honest with yourself when you answer. Have you ever watched a television show and found yourself rooting for someone who you knew, deep down in your rational mind, was wrong? Not just a little wrong. Clearly wrong. Obviously wrong. Wrong in a way that if your best friend was doing what this character was doing, you would sit them down and give them the hardest reality check of their life. But instead of judging this character the way you would judge a real person, instead of throwing your hands up and saying, "I cannot support this behavior," you found yourself leaning in, hoping they would be okay, wanting them to win, needing them to figure it out, feeling your chest tighten when things went badly for them, even though you absolutely knew that they had brought the trouble on themselves. If you watched For Better or Worse, you know exactly what I am talking about, because For Better or Worse was a show that specialized in this. It was a show that took deeply flawed characters who were jealous and controlling and emotionally reckless and stubborn and prideful, and sometimes just flat out wrong, and it made you love them anyway. It made you root for them anyway. It made you invest your emotional energy in there even when their own behavior was the primary threat to that. And the way the show accomplished this, the specific techniques and choices and performances that turned flawed characters into beloved characters, that is one of the most impressive and most underappreciated achievements of the entire series. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into something that I think is absolutely fascinating from a storytelling and character development perspective. We are going to analyze how For Better or Worse made every viewer root for characters who were clearly and deeply flawed. Not surface-level flawed. Not charmingly imperfect in that Hollywood way where the flaw is actually kind of cute and does not really cause any problems. Deeply flawed. Flawed in ways that caused real damage to themselves and to the people around them. Flawed in ways that made you uncomfortable. Flawed in ways that tested your loyalty to them as a viewer. And yet, you rooted for them, you cared about them, you wanted the best for them, you could not stop watching them. Now this might seem like a simple thing. You might think, well, of course, I rooted for them, they were the main characters, that is what you do. But it is not simple at all, because television is full of main characters that audiences do not root for. Characters who are supposed to be sympathetic but who alienate the audience through their behavior. Characters whose flaws are so pronounced that the audience turns against them. Characters who the show wants you to love but who you end up merely tolerating or actively disliking. Making an audience root for a flawed character is not automatic. It is a craft. It requires specific choices in writing, performance, structure, and tone. And For Better or Worse executed those choices with a skill that deserves detailed examination. In this video, we are going to break down exactly how the show did it. We are going to look at each major character and identify the specific flaws that should have made them unlikable. Then we are going to trace the specific techniques the show used to keep the audience on their side despite those flaws. We are going to analyze the performances, because the actors were the primary instruments through which flawed characters became lovable characters. We are going to talk about the writing choices, the structural decisions, the emotional architecture that made rooting for these people feel not just possible but inevitable. We are going to discuss why this matters culturally, particularly for Black audiences seeing Black characters who are allowed to be imperfect on screen. And we are going to argue that the show's ability to make flawed characters lovable was not just a nice feature of the show, but was its most important achievement. I am telling you right now, By the end of this video, you are going to understand something about storytelling, about character, about human nature, and about yourself as a viewer that you did not fully understand before. Because the question of why we root for flawed characters is ultimately a question about empathy, about grace, and about the way we extend to fictional people a compassion that we sometimes struggle to extend to real ones. And for better or worse, through its brilliant handling of imperfect people, taught us something about that compassion that I think is worth examining closely. Drop a comment right now telling me which for better or worse character you rooted for the hardest even when they were at their worst. I want to see your answers. Let us get into this. Part 2. Before we examine how the show made its flawed characters lovable, we need to be specific about what those flaws actually were. Because I think there is a tendency to soften these characters in retrospect, to remember them as basically good people with minor imperfections. And while they were, ultimately, good people, their imperfections were not minor. They were major. They were the kind of flaws that in real life would strain relationships, test friendships, and make people seriously question whether they wanted to continue being around you. And being honest about the severity of these flaws is essential to appreciating the magnitude of what the show accomplished in making us root for these people anyway. Let us start with Williams because she is the most obvious and the most instructive case. Flaws were not subtle. They were written in neon letters 10 feet tall. She was jealous to the point of irrationality. She was possessive in ways that frequently crossed the line from caring into controlling. She was reactive, exploding in anger before gathering information or considering context. She was self-centered in her emotional expression, demanding that her feelings be the center of every conversation even when other people were also hurting. She could be cruel when angry, saying things designed to wound rather than to communicate. She was suspicious without evidence, manufacturing threats to her marriage out of innocent situations. And she was resistant to acknowledging her own contribution to the problems she was experiencing. Now let me be clear. If someone described this person to you in real life, if they said, "I have a friend who is irrationally jealous, controlling, explosive, self-centered, occasionally cruel, persistently suspicious, and unable to take responsibility for her own behavior," you would not say, "Oh, she sounds lovely. I would love to be friends with her." You would say, "That sounds exhausting. That sounds toxic. That sounds like someone who needs professional help," and you would not be wrong. These flaws listed objectively paint a picture of a person who would be genuinely difficult to have a relationship with. And yet the audience loved Williams, not just tolerated her, loved her, defended her, identified with her, cried for her, rooted for her with a passion that was sometimes more intense than their rooting for any other character on the show. How? How did the show turn that list of objectively problematic behaviors into one of the most beloved characters in Tyler Perry television history? That is the mystery we are going to solve. Williams had his own set of significant flaws. He was emotionally unavailable in ways that caused real harm to his marriage. He was passive to the point of negligence, allowing problems to fester rather than addressing them proactively. He was dismissive of emotional needs, treating her feelings as overreactions rather than as valid expressions that deserved engagement. He was conflict avoidant in a way that actually created more conflict because his avoidance left feeling unheard and invisible. He could be rigid in his thinking, holding onto his perspective with a stubbornness that made compromise difficult. And he had a tendency to weaponize his calmness, using his cool demeanor as a shield that prevented genuine emotional exchange. Again, in real life, a man who is emotionally unavailable, passive, dismissive, conflict avoidant, rigid, and uses calmness as a weapon would not be an easy partner. He would be the kind of partner that drives you to the edge of your sanity because you can never quite reach him. You can never quite break through the wall, and yet the audience loved, they respected him, they rooted for him. They wanted him to figure it out and be the partner needed. They extended to him a patience and a grace that the character himself sometimes did not extend to his wife. Jennifer Jones had subtler flaws, but they were real. She could be passive-aggressive, expressing dissatisfaction through indirect means rather than direct communication. She could be self-righteous, positioning herself as the stable, wise one in the friend group in ways that sometimes bordered on condescension. She could be emotionally withholding, keeping her true feelings hidden behind a facade of composure. And she could be complicit in dysfunction, enabling problematic behavior rather than consistently challenging it. Joseph Jones was complacent. He took his marriage for granted. He assumed that because things were not actively on fire, everything was fine. He missed signals from Jennifer about her emotional state. He prioritized his own comfort over his wife's growth. He was slow to act, slow to change, slow to recognize that his steadiness had shaded into stagnation. Todd and had their own array of flaws that we could catalog at length. Commitment issues, trust problems, communication failures, the full spectrum of relational dysfunction. The point of this catalog is not to condemn these characters. The point is to establish that these were not mildly imperfect people. These were significantly flawed human beings whose behavior caused real harm to themselves and to the people they loved. And the fact that the audience loved them anyway, rooted for them anyway, invested in them anyway, is the remarkable thing that needs to be explained. The show did something to bridge the gap between the characters' objectively problematic behavior and the audience's emotional attachment. And understanding what that something was is what this video is all about. Part 3. The first and most fundamental technique the show used to make its flawed characters lovable was revealing the pain behind the behavior. Because here is the thing about human behavior that, for better or worse understood at a deep level, people do not behave badly for no reason. Flawed behavior is almost always a response to pain. It is a defense mechanism, a survival strategy, a misguided attempt to protect yourself from something that hurts or something that you fear will hurt. And when you show the audience the pain that is driving the bad behavior, you transform the behavior from something alienating into something understandable. Not excusable, not acceptable, but understandable. And understanding is the gateway to empathy. This jealousy was not random. It was not a personality quirk or an arbitrary character trait assigned to her for comedic purposes. It was a response to a deep, consuming fear of abandonment, was terrified of losing, terrified of being left, terrified that the love she had been given could be taken away. And that terror, that bone-deep fear of loss, was the engine that drove her jealous behavior. Every time she overreacted to a perceived threat, every time she accused of something he had not done, every time she suspected and interrogated, she was not being irrational. She was being afraid. And fear, unlike irrationality, is something the audience could relate to. Campbell Martin was the primary instrument through which this pain was revealed. And her genius was in how and when she revealed it. She did not reveal pain in every scene. Most of the times, surface behavior was what you saw, the jealousy, the anger, the intensity, the comedy. But at strategic moments in the quiet beats between the big reactions, let the fear show through. A flash of vulnerability in his eyes before she launched into a tirade. A moment of visible anxiety before she put on her brave face. A split second where the mask slipped, and you saw not an angry woman but a scared one. These moments of revealed pain were devastating in their effectiveness because they recontextualized everything the audience had been seeing. Every jealous outburst was retroactively understood as a fear response. Every controlling behavior was recognized as an attempt to prevent the thing she was most afraid of. The audience did not just forgive for her flaws. They understood the flaws as expressions of pain. And that understanding created a bond of empathy that could withstand anything the character did. The show used this technique with every character, not just. Emotional unavailability was revealed to be not coldness but a learned defense, a way of protecting himself from emotions that felt overwhelming or unmanageable. The audience saw moments where wanted to express what he was feeling but literally did not know how, where the words were stuck somewhere between his heart and his mouth, and he could not get them out. And those moments of frustrated inarticulacy, those visible struggles to express the inexpressible, transformed from an emotionally negligent husband into a man doing his best with inadequate tools. Michael White was masterful at these moments of revealed pain. His technique was different from because pain was more deeply buried. Where fear was close to the surface and occasionally broke through, pain was locked in a vault. And Michael showed the audience the vault. He showed them the locks and the bolts and the reinforced walls that had built to keep his emotions contained. And the audience, seeing those defenses, understood that what they were looking at was not a man who did not feel, but a man who felt so much that he had built an entire fortress to contain it. Jennifer's flaws were similarly recontextualized by revealed pain. Her passive aggression was shown to be a response to feeling invisible. Her self-righteousness was shown to be a defense against her own insecurities. Her emotional withholding was shown to be a survival mechanism developed by a woman who had learned that expressing her true feelings made her vulnerable in ways she was not comfortable with. Haynes revealed these dimensions of Jennifer with a subtlety that was extraordinary. The pain behind Jennifer's composed facade was never announced or declared. It was hinted at, suggested, implied through the tiniest of performance choices. And the audience, attuned to these subtle signals, picked up on them and formed an empathetic bond with Jennifer that was all the more powerful for being quietly constructed. Joseph's complacency was revealed to be a response to his own fear, the fear that rocking the boat would capsize it. Joseph was not lazy in his marriage. He was scared. scared that if he looked too closely at the cracks in his relationship, the whole thing would fall apart. So he did not look. He maintained the surface. He kept things smooth. And the audience, seeing the fear behind the complacency, understood that Joseph was not neglecting his marriage out of indifference, but out of a misguided attempt to protect it. In my opinion, the revealing of pain behind behavior was the single most important technique the show used to create empathy for its flawed characters, because it tapped into a fundamental truth about human nature. We are all carrying pain. We are all behaving in ways that are shaped by our fears and our wounds. And when we see that pain in others, even fictional others, our instinct is not to judge but to connect. To say, I understand. I have been there. I know what it is like to do the wrong thing for an understandable reason. For better or worse, activated that instinct in its audience again and again. And it was that activated empathy, more than any other factor, that made flawed characters lovable. Part 4. The second major technique the show used was allowing the audience to see the characters trying. Because there is a crucial difference between a flawed character who is oblivious to their flaws and a flawed character who is aware of them and actively struggling against them. The first type is frustrating. The second type is heroic. And for better or worse, consistently depicted its characters as the second type, as people who were aware, at least intermittently, that their behavior was problematic, and who were genuinely trying, however imperfectly, to do better. This trying was the most visible and the most dramatic. There were scenes across the series where explicitly fought against her own worst tendencies, where you could see her recognizing a jealous impulse and attempting to suppress it, where she would start down a familiar destructive path and then catch herself and try to redirect, where she would apologize, not just but genuinely, for behavior that she knew had been harmful. These moments of trying were essential because they told the audience that was not content with her flaws. She did not enjoy being jealous. She did not like causing pain. She wanted to be better. And that desire to be better, that visible effort to grow, was what separated from a genuinely toxic character and placed her firmly in the category of a deeply human one. Campbell Martin played trying with heartbreaking authenticity, because the trying was not always successful, would try to be calm and fail, try to trust and falter, try to communicate without attacking and slip back into old patterns. And each failure to sustain her better impulses was met with a visible self-frustration that the audience could feel, was disappointed in herself when she fell short. And that self-disappointment, that awareness that she had let herself and down again, was devastatingly relatable. Because who among us has not tried to be better and failed? Who has not resolved to change a behavior and then found themselves doing the exact same thing they resolved to stop? Cycle of trying and failing and trying again was the universal human experience of self-improvement, and the audience connected with it on the deepest possible level. Trying was quieter but equally important. Michael White showed making deliberate, conscious efforts to be more emotionally available. Efforts that were visible in the way would pause before responding to, clearly attempting to formulate a response that addressed her feelings rather than just the facts. Efforts that were visible in the way he would occasionally initiate emotional conversations rather than waiting to force them. Efforts that were small, incremental and often insufficient, but that were real. The audience saw trying, and they gave him credit for the effort even when the effort fell short. Jennifer tried to be more direct in her communication. Joseph tried to be more attentive. Every character on the show had moments where they were clearly, visibly attempting to be better partners, better friends, better people. And the show treated those attempts with respect. It did not mock the characters for trying. It did not dismiss their efforts as too little too late. It honored the trying even when the results were imperfect. And that authorial respect for the characters' efforts taught the audience to respect those efforts too. Here is why the trying was so crucial to the audience's ability to root for these characters. When we watch someone try and fail, our empathy activates in a specific way. We feel for them. We want them to succeed. We root for them precisely because the outcome is uncertain. A character who is effortlessly good does not need our rooting. A character who is effortlessly bad does not deserve it. But a character who is trying to be good and struggling, who wants to be better but keeps stumbling, who is fighting against their own nature with uncertain results, that is a character who needs our rooting. Who earns our rooting? Who makes rooting feel like a meaningful act of emotional investment rather than a passive consumption of entertainment. For better or worse understood this dynamic intuitively. The show created characters who were not good, who were not bad, who were trying. And the trying, more than any other quality, was what made the audience invest emotionally in their outcomes. Because when you watch someone try, you are watching someone exercise the most human capacity there is, the capacity for change. And you cannot help but hope they succeed. Part 5. The third technique was the strategic deployment of vulnerability. For better or worse understood that vulnerability is the most powerful tool a show has for creating audience attachment. Because when a character is vulnerable, when they are exposed and defenseless and raw, the audience's protective instincts activate. They want to protect the character. They want to comfort them. They want the character's pain to stop. And that protective impulse is the foundation of the most intense form of audience rooting. The show deployed vulnerability strategically rather than constantly. If the characters were vulnerable all the time, the vulnerability would lose its power. But by alternating between the characters' defended states, where their flaws were most visible, and their vulnerable states, where their pain was most exposed, the show created a rhythm of engagement that kept the audience's empathy consistently activated without exhausting it. This vulnerability was the most dramatic and the most effective. Campbell Martin had an extraordinary ability to shift from big, loud, defended mode to small, quiet, exposed mode in a way that was physically transformative. In her defended mode was a force of nature. Big gestures, big voice, big energy taking up all the space in the room. In her vulnerable mode, she contracted, she became small, her voice dropped, her eyes softened. Her body language shifted from expansive to self-protective. And that physical transformation was so stark, so dramatic, so visible, that it triggered an almost involuntary protective response in the audience. The show was smart about when it deployed vulnerability. It often came after extended periods of behaving at her worst, after jealous rampages, after unfair accusations. after behavior that had tested the audience's patience and pushed some viewers to the edge of their tolerance. And then, just when the audience was most frustrated with, the show would reveal her vulnerability, would show the scared, hurting woman underneath the difficult behavior. And the audience's frustration would dissolve into compassion, not because the frustration was not valid, but because the compassion was more powerful. This technique is sometimes criticized as emotional manipulation, and I understand the criticism. There is something calculated about showing a character at their worst and then immediately reminding the audience of why they should sympathize. But I would push back on the manipulation charge for two reasons. First, the vulnerability was genuine within the logic of the character, really was scared and hurting underneath her bravado. The vulnerability was not manufactured for the audience's benefit. It was an honest depiction of a real dynamic where difficult behavior masks genuine pain. And second, the technique mirrors how real relationships work. In real life, we tolerate the difficult behavior of people we love because we have seen their vulnerability, because we know the pain they are carrying, because we have held them when they were crying, and we cannot forget that version of them even when they are driving us crazy. For better or worse, replicated that dynamic between the audience and the characters, and the result was a bond that felt organic rather than manipulated. This vulnerability, when it appeared, was perhaps even more effective then because it was rarer. Michael White played with such consistent composure that the moments when that composure cracked were seismic. A single tear from was worth 100 tears from a more emotionally expressive character because of the contrast with his usual containment. The audience knew how much control normally maintained, so when that control slipped, they understood the magnitude of what he was feeling. And that understanding, that recognition that was finally showing what he had been hiding all along, created an eruption of empathy that was all the more powerful for having been suppressed. The show used rare vulnerability the way a composer uses silence. By making it infrequent, it made it unforgettable. And each instance of vulnerability reset the audience's relationship with the character, reminding them that behind the frustrating wall of emotional containment was a man who felt everything as deeply as did. He just could not show it. Jennifer's vulnerability was revealed through different channels. Haynes showed Jennifer's pain not through dramatic breakdowns but through cracks in her composure, a voice that wavered for just a moment before steadying, eyes that glistened but did not overflow, a posture that slumped for a beat before straightening. These tiny fissures in Jennifer's otherwise impeccable facade were all the more powerful for being so controlled. They told the audience that Jennifer's composure was a choice, not a reflection of how she actually felt. And they invited the audience to care about what was happening underneath the surface. Joseph's vulnerability emerged in his moments of helplessness, the moments where he recognized that his marriage needed something he did not know how to give. Kent played these moments with a quiet desperation that was deeply touching. Joseph was not a dramatic character. He was not given to big emotional displays. But his vulnerability, when it appeared, had a sweetness and a sincerity that was irresistible. You could not help but root for a man who so clearly wanted to do right by his wife, and was so clearly at a loss for how to do it. In my opinion, the strategic deployment of vulnerability was the technique that most directly created the audience's emotional attachment to these flawed characters. Because vulnerability triggers our most fundamental human responses, the desire to protect, to comfort, to help. And when those responses are directed at fictional characters, they create a bond that can withstand anything the characters do. Could be at her absolute worst, and one moment of vulnerability would reset the audience's empathy. Could be at his most frustrating, and one crack in his composure would remind the audience why they loved him. The vulnerability was the reset button that kept the audience's emotional investment intact no matter how severely the character's flaws were tested. Part 6. The fourth technique was showing the characters love even in the midst of their worst behavior. Because for better or worse understood something crucial about flawed people in relationships. Their flaws are often expressions of love gone wrong rather than absence of love. And when the audience can see the love underneath the dysfunction, they root for the relationship to survive the dysfunction because they know the foundation is real. This jealousy was maddening, but the show never let the audience forget that her jealousy was born from love. She was jealous because she loved so much that the idea of losing him was unbearable. Her controlling behavior was an attempt, however misguided, to protect something precious. Her emotional intensity was the intensity of a woman who cared with her whole being. And by consistently showing the love underneath the problematic behavior, the show gave the audience a reason to root for improvement rather than for her failure. Because if jealousy were driven by malice or by a desire to dominate, the audience would have no reason to hope for better. But because it was driven by love, because the audience could see a good impulse at the root of a bad behavior, there was always a reason to believe that could channel that love more constructively. And that belief, that hope for constructive channeling, was what kept the audience rooting. The show demonstrated this love underneath dysfunction dynamic with elegant simplicity in many scenes. There would be moments where and were in the middle of a conflict, where the anger and the hurt were filling the room, and then one of them would do something small, a touch, a look, a softening of tone that revealed the love still present beneath the conflict. Those small gestures were enormously important because they told the audience this fight is not about not loving each other. It is about loving each other and not knowing how to make it work. And that distinction between a relationship that fights because the love is gone and a relationship that fights because the love is still there, and both people are desperately trying to figure out how to express it, is the distinction that keeps an audience rooting through even the ugliest conflicts. Campbell Martin and Michael White were exceptional at communicating love through conflict. In their most heated arguments, there were always moments where you could see the characters looking at each other and seeing not the opponent but the person they loved. Michael White would deliver a line in anger, and then his eyes would soften for a fraction of a second, revealing that the anger was covering hurt, which was covering love. Would fire back with a devastating comeback, and then her hand would reach out briefly toward before pulling back. A gesture that said, "I want to touch you even while I am furious with you." These moments of involuntary love breaking through voluntary anger were some of the most powerful acting in the series. The show also showed love between the characters in their non-conflict moments, and these moments were essential to maintaining the audience's investment. After every fight, there would eventually be a scene of tenderness, a quiet moment of reconnection, not a grand reconciliation, but a small, daily act of love, making dinner together, sitting on the couch in comfortable silence, a brief touch as they passed each other in the hallway. These moments told the audience the love is still here. The relationship is still alive. The flaws have not killed what matters. And that reassurance, delivered through small moments of visible love, gave the audience the emotional fuel to keep rooting through the next conflict. Jennifer and Joseph demonstrated a different but equally important version of love underneath dysfunction. Their love was expressed through steady presence, through showing up day after day even when showing up was hard, through the accumulated weight of years of choosing to be together. Their love was less visible than Ant's love, but it was no less real. And the audience, picking up on the subtle signals of long-married love, rooted for Jennifer and Joseph's quiet commitment with the same intensity that they rooted for Ant's passionate struggle. In my opinion, showing love underneath dysfunction was the technique that most directly explained why the audience rooted for these flawed relationships to survive rather than end. Because the audience was not just rooting for individual characters. They were rooting for the love between the characters. And as long as that love was visible, as long as the audience could see it flickering beneath the dysfunction, they had a reason to hope. They had something worth rooting for, not the flaws, not the dysfunction, but the love that persisted despite everything. That love was the prize, and the flaws were the obstacles. And the audience, like all audiences throughout the history of storytelling, rooted for the prize to be won despite the obstacles. Part 7. The fifth technique was the use of humor as a bridge between the audience and the character's flaws. Because For Better or Worse was a comedy, and the comedic framework provided a unique advantage in making flawed characters lovable. Humor creates affection. When a character makes you laugh, you feel warmth toward them. You feel connected to them. You feel grateful to them for the pleasure they have given you. And that affection, that warmth, that gratitude, creates a reservoir of goodwill that the character can draw from when their flaws are on display. Williams was hilarious. She was one of the funniest characters on television during the show's run. Her reactions, her expressions, her delivery, her physical comedy, all of it was consistently, reliably, spectacularly funny. And that funniness was not separate from her flaws. It was often a direct expression of them. Her jealous overreactions were funny. Her inability to let things go was funny. Her dramatic responses to mundane situations were funny. The flaws themselves were a source of comedy, and that comedic framing transformed the flaws from alienating to endearing. This is a technique that the best sitcoms have always used, and Campbell Martin executed it with exceptional skill. She found the comedy in its worst moments without minimizing the reality of those moments. Jealousy was genuinely problematic, and it was genuinely funny. These two truths coexisted, and the comedy did not excuse the jealousy. It just made it bearable, watchable, even enjoyable. The audience could laugh at its overreaction and simultaneously recognize that the overreaction was causing real damage. And that dual awareness, finding something funny while also taking it seriously, is one of the most sophisticated forms of audience engagement that television can create. Michael White's dry comedy served a similar bridging function for flaws. Emotional unavailability could have been alienating, but it was also the source of his comedy. His deadpan reactions, his understated responses to intensity, his barely concealed bewilderment at the emotional demands of his marriage. All of this was funny, and the laughter it generated created warmth toward that offset the frustration his emotional limitations caused. The comedy between the couples was particularly effective at maintaining audience goodwill because it showed the characters enjoying each other despite their flaws. When and were being funny together, when they were bantering and teasing and making each other laugh, the audience was reminded that these two people genuinely liked each other, that their relationship was not just a source of conflict but a source of pleasure, that they had fun together. And that visible enjoyment of each other's company was a powerful counterweight to the visible suffering their flaws caused each other. Jennifer and Joseph's humor functioned differently but served the same purpose. Their comedy was the comedy of long familiarity, warm, knowing, affectionate. And it showed the audience that their marriage, despite its quiet tensions, was a fundamentally pleasant place to be. A place of comfort and shared humor and gentle teasing. That showing of the pleasant side of the marriage kept the audience invested in its survival, because they did not want the pleasant things to be lost. Humor also served a more specific function in making individual flaws tolerable. When a character's flaw was expressed through comedy, the audience processed it through a different emotional channel than when it was expressed through drama. The comedic processing allowed them to acknowledge the flaw without being repelled by it. To say, yes, that behavior is problematic, but it is also kind of funny, and I can handle it. The comedy provided a buffer, a layer of emotional protection that allowed the audience to engage with the character's flaws without being overwhelmed by them. In my opinion, the humor of For Better or Worse was not just entertainment. It was emotional infrastructure. It was the scaffolding that allowed the audience to reach the dramatic heights of the show without falling. It was the net that caught them when the drama got too heavy. It was the bridge that connected them to characters whose flaws might otherwise have been too severe to tolerate. Without the humor, the flaws might have been too much. The audience might have turned away. But with the humor, the flaws became part of a complete human portrait that included both the difficult and the delightful. And that complete portrait was what the audience fell in love with. Part 8. The sixth technique, and one that I think is among the most subtle and most effective, was the use of relatable context. For Better or Worse placed its characters' flaws within contexts that were so specifically and universally recognizable that the audience could not help but empathize. Because when you see a character doing something flawed in a situation that you yourself have been in, the judgment you might otherwise direct at the character gets redirected towards self-recognition. You stop thinking that character is behaving badly and start thinking, I have been there. I have done that. I understand why they are doing what they are doing. And that shift from judgment to recognition is the gateway to empathy. The show achieved relatable context by grounding its characters' flaws in situations that virtually every viewer had experienced. Jealousy was not triggered by exotic, soap opera-level provocations. It was triggered by the kinds of things that trigger jealousy in real life. A partner talking to an attractive colleague. A text message left unexplained. A change in routine that could be innocent or could be something else. These triggers were so specifically ordinary, so recognizably mundane, that the audience processed them through the filter of their own experience. They knew what it felt like to see their partner's phone light up and feel that flicker of anxiety. They knew what it felt like to notice their partner paying attention to someone else and feel that twist of jealousy. And because they knew those feelings from their own lives, they could not fully condemn for feeling them on screen. This emotional unavailability was similarly grounded in relatable context. The situations that triggered his emotional withdrawal were not extreme or unusual. They were the ordinary pressures of daily life, work stress, fatigue, the accumulated weight of repeated conflicts that made him want to disengage rather than engage. Every viewer who had ever come home from a hard day and not wanted to talk about feelings recognized withdrawal. Every partner who had ever shut down during an argument because the emotions were too much understood why did what he did. And that understanding, born from shared experience, created empathy that transcended judgment. The relatable context technique worked differently for different characters, but the principle was the same. Jennifer's passive aggression was triggered by situations that many viewers had experienced. Situations where direct communication felt too risky or too exhausting, and indirect expression felt like the only available option. Joseph's complacency was grounded in the universal experience of getting comfortable and losing alertness. Every flaw on the show was connected to a recognizable human experience that the audience could access through their own memories and feelings. What made this technique particularly effective was the specificity of the relatable contexts. The show did not deal in generalities. It dealt in precise, detailed, recognizable situations. A specific tone of voice that recognized as his shutting down tone. A specific way that Jennifer looked away during a conversation that Joseph knew meant she was unhappy but was not going to say so. A specific moment in the morning routine where the lack of connection was most visible. These specific details were the show's greatest asset because they triggered specific memories in the audience. Not vague feelings of but precise moments of I have literally been in that exact situation. The specificity of the relatable context also served a cultural function that I think is worth noting. For Black audiences specifically, the relatable contexts were grounded in the specific dynamics of Black relationships, Black marriages, Black friendships, Black family structures. The situations were not generic. They were culturally specific in ways that Black viewers recognized from their own lives. The particular way that conflict was expressed in Black households. The particular dynamics of Black male emotional expression. The particular tensions of Black female friendship. The particular rhythm of Black married life. All of these cultural specificities made the relatable contexts even more relatable for the show's target audience, creating a depth of identification that generic relationship content could not achieve. In my opinion, relatable context was the technique that most directly connected the audience's own experience to the character's flaws. It was the technique that said these characters are you. Their flaws are your flaws, their struggles are your struggles, and you cannot judge them without judging yourself. And since self-judgment is uncomfortable, the audience chose empathy instead. They chose understanding. They chose rooting. Because rooting for these flawed characters was, in a sense, rooting for themselves. Part 9. Let me now examine the behind-the-scenes elements that enabled the show to make its flawed characters so effectively lovable. Because the techniques I have been describing did not emerge spontaneously. They were the product of specific creative decisions made by specific people within a specific production context. Tyler Perry's approach to character creation was foundational. Tyler Perry creates characters from a place of empathy rather than judgment. This is evident across his entire body of work. Even his most flawed characters, even the ones who do terrible things, are treated with a fundamental compassion that says, I understand why you are like this. And that authorial compassion permeates the writing of For Better or Worse, was written with love, was written with understanding. Jennifer and Joseph were written with respect. Even when the characters were at their worst, the writing never abandoned them, never treated them with contempt, never positioned them as objects of ridicule or scorn. And that authorial stance, that fundamental love for the characters even at their most difficult, set the tone for how the audience related to them. Tyler Perry's background in the black church theatrical tradition also influenced the show's approach to flawed characters. In that tradition, characters are understood as sinners in need of grace. Their flaws are not reasons for rejection, but occasions for compassion. The audience at a Tyler Perry stage play is conditioned to extend grace to imperfect people because the theological framework that underlies the entertainment encourages that extension. And while For Better or Worse was a secular show, the grace-oriented approach to character that Tyler Perry absorbed from the church tradition was still present in how the show handled its flawed characters. They were given the chance to fail and be forgiven, to struggle and be supported, to be imperfect and still be loved. The actors' contributions to making flawed characters lovable cannot be overstated. Campbell Martin's ability to find the humanity in worst moments was the single most important factor in the audience's attachment to the character. Her performance choices, the specific moments where she revealed vulnerability or showed trying or communicated love through conflict, were often not in the script. They were choices she made as a performer, instinctive decisions about when to soften, when to expose, when to let the audience see what was underneath. Those choices transformed written flaws into performed humanity, and performed humanity is infinitely more compelling than written flaws. Michael White's commitment to playing emotional containment as a limitation rather than a virtue was similarly crucial. He could have played as the long-suffering husband, the rational one, the one who was always right. And the show sometimes leaned in that direction in its writing. But Michael added layers that complicated that reading. He showed containment causing him pain. He showed the cost of emotional suppression. He made the audience understand that calm was not a sign of superiority, but a sign of limitation. And that understanding prevented the audience from simply siding with against, and instead encouraged them to root for both characters to find a way to bridge their differences. Haynes and Kent brought their own empathy-generating qualities to Jennifer and Joseph. Naturalism made Jennifer's flaws feel like normal human behavior rather than dramatic character traits. Kent's warmth made Joseph's complacency feel like an extension of his good nature rather than a sign of disregard. Both performers made their characters' flaws feel organic, inevitable, understandable, which is the foundation of audience empathy. The multi-camera format and the live studio audience contributed to the show's ability to make flawed characters lovable in a way that is often overlooked. The live audience's reactions served as a guide for the at-home audience. When the studio audience laughed sympathetically at jealousy rather than judgmentally, it cued the at-home audience to process the flaw through compassion rather than criticism. When the studio audience went quiet during a vulnerable moment, it signaled that this was a moment for empathy rather than entertainment. These audience cues, subtle but pervasive, shaped how the at-home audience related to the characters and their flaws. The production pace, while sometimes resulting in inconsistencies, also had a positive effect on the portrayal of flawed characters. The rapid production meant that the actors were often working quickly and instinctively, which produced moments of raw, unpolished humanity that might have been smoothed out in a more deliberate production process. Those raw moments, imperfect and spontaneous, contributed to the characters feeling real rather than crafted. And real is always more lovable than crafted. In my opinion, the behind-the-scenes ecology of For Better or Worse was perfectly calibrated for producing lovable, flawed characters. The authorial empathy, the performance talent, the audience feedback, and the production conditions all contributed to creating characters who felt human in a way that invited empathy rather than judgment. It was a rare convergence of factors that produced a rare result, an entire ensemble of characters who were deeply flawed and deeply loved. Part 10. Now let me examine why this matters. Why the show's ability to make viewers root for flawed characters is not just a nice storytelling achievement, but a culturally significant accomplishment, particularly for Black audiences. The relationship between Black audiences and flawed Black characters on television is complicated and fraught. For decades, Black cultural critics and audiences have debated the proper portrayal of Black characters, with one side arguing for positive representations that counter negative stereotypes, and the other side arguing for complex representations that reflect the full range of human behavior, including the flawed and the problematic. This debate is understandable given the history. In a media landscape that has historically stereotyped and demonized Black people, the desire for positive representation is not just an aesthetic preference. It is a survival strategy. If the only Black characters on screen are criminals and buffoons, then positive representations become a form of cultural defense, a way of saying we are more than what they show. And that cultural defense instinct has led some audiences and critics to resist portrayals of Black characters that are too flawed, too messy, too imperfect. Because in a context of limited representation, every black character carries the weight of representing the entire community. And a flawed black character can feel like a confirmation of negative stereotypes rather than a reflection of universal human imperfection. For Better or Worse navigated this tension with remarkable skill. The show created black characters who were deeply flawed without reinforcing stereotypes, was jealous and controlling, but she was not the angry black woman. She was a specific individual with specific reasons for her behavior, was emotionally unavailable, but he was not the emotionally stunted black man of stereotype. He was a specific man dealing with specific challenges. The show gave its characters flaws that were human rather than racial, universal rather than stereotypical, and by doing so, it demonstrated that black characters can be imperfect without being stereotypical. That complexity is not the same as negativity. That showing black people's flaws is not the same as reinforcing prejudice. This demonstration was culturally important because it expanded the space available for black character creation. It told black audiences that they could accept and even love flawed black characters without betraying the cause of positive representation. It said you can root for even when she is wrong because her wrongness is human, not racial. And that permission, that cultural permission to love imperfect black characters, was liberating. It freed black audiences from the burden of requiring perfection from their fictional representatives. It let them engage with black characters the same way they engage with white characters, with empathy and grace, and the willingness to accept imperfection as part of the human condition. The show also modeled something important about how to love flawed people in real life. By teaching its audience to root for imperfect characters, For Better or Worse was also teaching its audience to extend compassion to imperfect people, to look beyond surface behavior to underlying pain, to see the trying even when the results are imperfect, to maintain hope for someone's improvement even when improvement is slow and inconsistent. These are skills that are as valuable in real relationships as they are in fictional ones. And the show, by exercising these skills in the audience week after week, was strengthening the muscles of empathy and compassion that the audience could then deploy in their own lives. I have heard from viewers who said that watching For Better or Worse changed how they related to their own partners, that seeing flaws depicted with compassion helped them view their partner's flaws with more compassion, that understanding emotional containment as a limitation rather than a choice helped them understand their own partner's communication style differently, that the show taught them to see the love underneath the dysfunction in their own relationships. These are not trivial impacts. These are real changes in real people's real relationships, catalyzed by a television show's skillful handling of flawed characters. In my opinion, the cultural significance of For Better or Worse's approach to flawed characters cannot be overstated. The show proved that black characters can be imperfect and lovable, that black audiences can engage with flawed representations without loss of dignity or reinforcement of stereotypes, that the extension of grace to imperfect fictional people can teach us to extend grace to imperfect real people. These are contributions that go beyond entertainment into the realm of cultural therapy, and they are among the most important things the show ever accomplished. Part 11. As we near the conclusion, I want to reflect on the broader storytelling lessons that For Better or Worse's handling of flawed characters provides. Because these lessons extend beyond this one show, beyond black television, beyond even television itself. They are lessons about the art of creating characters that audiences will invest in emotionally, and they apply to any storytelling medium. The first lesson is that flaws create connection. The instinct of many creators is to make their characters likable by making them admirable, by giving them virtues that the audience aspires to. But For Better or Worse demonstrated that flaws are actually more connective than virtues, because audiences do not primarily connect through admiration. They connect through recognition. They bond with characters not because the characters are better than them, but because the characters are like them. And since all people are flawed characters are more universally recognizable than virtuous ones. The second lesson is that the presentation of flaws matters more than the existence of flaws. The same flaw can make a character lovable or hateful depending on how it is presented. For Better or Worse presented its characters' flaws within a framework of empathy, showing the pain behind the behavior, the love underneath the dysfunction, the trying despite the failing. That empathetic framework transformed potentially alienating traits into connecting ones. The lesson for creators is not to avoid giving characters flaws, but to present those flaws within a context that invites understanding rather than judgment. The third lesson is that showing effort matters enormously. Characters who are trying to overcome their flaws are infinitely more than characters who are oblivious to them. The audience does not need the characters to succeed at overcoming their flaws. They need them to try. The trying is the heroism. The effort is the virtue. And as long as the effort is visible, the audience will extend their patience and their support. The fourth lesson is that vulnerability is the ultimate empathy generator. When a character is vulnerable, when they are exposed and defenseless, the audience's protective instincts override their judgmental instincts. No amount of bad behavior can permanently alienate an audience from a character if the character's vulnerability is periodically and authentically revealed. Vulnerability is the reset button that maintains emotional connection through even the most challenging character behavior. The fifth lesson is that love redeems context. When the audience can see that a character's flawed behavior is driven by love rather than malice, they interpret the behavior completely differently. Love provides a context that transforms bad behavior from villainous to tragic, from alienating to sympathetic, from worthy of condemnation to worthy of compassion. And the show's consistent demonstration that its characters' flaws were expressions of misdirected love, rather than genuine cruelty, was the ultimate reason the audience never gave up on them. These lessons collectively form a master class in character creation. And For Better or Worse delivered this master class not through theoretical instruction, but through practical demonstration. 5 seasons of deeply flawed, deeply lovable characters who taught the audience and who teach all of us about the art and the ethics of human connection. Part 12. Here we are, the final word. And I want to bring this entire analysis to a close with a definitive statement about how, for better or worse, made every viewer root for characters who were clearly and deeply flawed, and why that achievement matters. We have traced a comprehensive argument through this video. We started by cataloging the characters' flaws in honest, unflinching detail, establishing that these were not mildly imperfect people, but significantly flawed individuals whose behavior caused real harm. We then identified and analyzed 6 specific techniques the show used to maintain audience empathy despite those flaws, revealing the pain behind the behavior, showing the characters trying, strategically deploying vulnerability, demonstrating love underneath dysfunction, using humor as a bridge, and grounding flaws in relatable context. We examined the behind-the-scenes factors that enabled these techniques. We explored the cultural significance of the achievement for Black audiences, and we extracted broader storytelling lessons that apply beyond this show. My final verdict is this: for better or worse's ability to make deeply flawed characters deeply lovable is the show's single greatest achievement. Greater than any individual performance, though the performances were extraordinary. Greater than any individual episode, though many episodes were remarkable. Greater than any thematic contribution, though the themes were significant. The ability to create characters who are obviously, objectively, undeniably imperfect, and to make an audience root for them with fierce, protective, unwavering loyalty. That is the highest form of character creation. And for better or worse achieved it with a consistency and a skill that I think is genuinely historic. If I am rating the show's success in making flawed characters lovable on a scale of 1 to 10, I am giving it a 10. A perfect 10. This is the one area where I believe the show achieved perfection, not because every episode handled every character flawlessly, but because the overall result, the net effect of 5 seasons of empathetic character work, was an audience that was completely, totally, unreservedly invested in the of people who did not always deserve that investment. That is perfection. That is the goal of character-driven storytelling fully realized, and for better or worse achieved it. To Tyler Perry, your instinct for creating characters with love rather than judgment was the foundation of everything. You wrote people who were wrong and you loved them anyway. You showed their worst behavior and you never stopped caring about them. That authorial love was the seed from which the audience's love grew. To Campbell Martin, you made Williams one of the most loved characters in television history, despite giving her some of the most frustrating behavior in television history. That is an achievement that defies logic and confirms the power of genuine artistry. You showed us the scared woman underneath the fierce woman, and we could not help but love them both. To Michael White, you made emotional unavailability sympathetic. You made us root for a man to feel his own feelings. You showed us that behind the wall was a full and tender heart that just could not find its way out. And we loved you for the trying. To Haynes and Kent, you made quiet flaws as compelling as loud ones. You showed that complacency and passive aggression and emotional withholding deserve empathy too. that the everyday, ordinary flaws of a good marriage are just as worthy of compassionate portrayal as the dramatic flaws of a troubled one. To every viewer who rooted for these characters through their worst moments, you proved something beautiful about human nature, that our capacity for empathy is stronger than our capacity for judgment, that we would rather love someone imperfect than condemn them, that we recognize ourselves in flawed characters because we are flawed characters, and that the act of rooting for someone who does not always deserve it is not foolishness. It is grace. The same grace we hope others will extend to us when we are at our worst. Hit that like button if this video resonated with you. Subscribe if you want more content that takes television characters seriously as reflections of our own humanity. Drop a comment telling me which character you rooted for the hardest and why. Share this video with someone who needs to be reminded that loving flawed people, fictional or real, is one of the most important things we can do. For better or worse made us root for imperfect people, and in doing so it taught us something about how to love in a world full of imperfection. That lesson is worth more than entertainment. It is worth remembering, worth practicing, worth passing on. Part 1. I need to start this video with a question that I think is going to hit different for a lot of people watching. When you think about black men on television, when you think about the characters that have been held up as representations of black manhood over the decades, what do you see? Think about it honestly. Think about the images that have been dominant. Think about the archetypes that have been repeated over and over and over again until they became the default settings for how black men are portrayed on screen. The thug, the player, the absent father, the comic relief, the athlete, the criminal, the angry young man, the smooth operator who treats women as conquests, the broken man destroyed by systemic forces beyond his control. These are the images that have dominated the portrayal of black men on television for generations. And while some of these portrayals have been powerful and some have been necessary and some have reflected real aspects of black male experience, they have also created a representational landscape that is painfully narrow. A landscape where black men are defined by extremes, by dysfunction, by danger, by damage. A landscape where the ordinary black man, the man who goes to work and comes home and loves his wife and tries his best and fails sometimes and gets up and tries again, that man is almost invisible. And then there was Williams. Williams, played by Michael White on For Better or Worse, airing on TBS from 2011 to 2017. A black man on television who was none of the stereotypes, who was not a thug or a player or absent or broken or angry or smooth, who was just a man, a husband, a partner, a friend. An imperfect human being doing his imperfect best to love his wife, maintain his marriage, support his friends, and navigate the complicated business of being a grown man in a committed relationship. And that portrayal, as simple as it might sound, was revolutionary. Because in a television landscape where black men were almost always defined by their extremes, Williams was defined by his ordinariness. And that ordinariness was the most radical thing about him. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about why Williams is the role model that black men deserve to see on television. And I want to be clear from the outset about what I mean by role model. I do not mean a perfect character. I do not mean a flawless man whose behavior should be emulated in every detail. Williams was not perfect. He had real, significant flaws that we have discussed at length in other videos on this channel. He was emotionally unavailable. He was passive. He was sometimes dismissive of needs. He was conflict avoidant in ways that created more problems than they solved. These are real limitations that caused real harm within the show. But here is the thing about role models that I think gets lost in the conversation. A role model does not have to be perfect. A role model has to be aspirational in ways that are achievable. A role model has to show you a version of manhood that you can actually strive toward. Not a fantasy, not an impossibility, but a real, flawed, complicated, recognizable version of what it means to be a good man who is trying to be a better one. And that is exactly what Williams was. He was not a saint. He was a striver, a man in process. A man who was learning, slowly and imperfectly, how to be the partner and the person he wanted to be. And that process, that visible, ongoing, never-complete process of becoming, is what made him a role model that black men deserved and that black men needed. In this video, we are going to examine Williams from every angle. We are going to talk about what he represented in the context of black male portrayals on television. We are going to analyze the specific qualities that made him a role model. We are going to discuss Michael White's performance and how his specific choices as an actor shaped the character into something meaningful. We are going to address the criticisms of, because an honest assessment requires acknowledging the character's limitations. We are going to talk about the cultural significance of putting this kind of black man on screen. And we are going to make the argument that Williams, for all his imperfections, offered black men something that television had rarely given them before, a mirror that reflected not their worst selves or their fantasy selves, but their actual selves. Their real, complicated, trying their best selves. And that mirror, that honest reflection, is the most valuable gift a role model can provide. Tell me in the comments if Williams reminded you of anyone in your life. A father, a husband, a friend, a brother, yourself. I want to hear those connections because they are the heart of what we are talking about today. Let us get into it. Part 2. To fully appreciate what Williams represented, you need to understand what he was pushing against. The history of black male representation on television is long and complicated, and it provides the essential context for understanding why a character like was so significant. The earliest black male characters on television were essentially invisible. When they did appear, they were confined to roles that reinforced the racial hierarchy of the era. Servants, sidekicks, comic relief. Characters whose function was to support white narratives rather than to exist as fully realized human beings. The civil rights era brought some progress, with shows like I Spy featuring Bill as a capable, intelligent black man in a lead role. But the available range of black male characters remained severely limited. The 1970s brought the blaxploitation era to film and its television equivalents, which expanded black male visibility but often at the cost of complexity. Black men on screen were cool, tough, street smart, and sexually aggressive. They were empowerment fantasies for a community hungry for positive representation, but they were also narrow in their definition of what black manhood could be. To be a black man on screen in this era meant being hard, being dangerous, being someone that the system could not contain. And while there was power in that portrayal, there was also a limitation. Because most black men are not action heroes. Most black men are not outlaws. Most black men are going to work, paying their bills, raising their children, and loving their partners in ways that have nothing to do with being hard or dangerous. The 1980s brought the show, which was a genuine revolution in black male representation. Cliff was an educated, professional, loving husband and father who was also funny and warm and present in his family's life. For millions of viewers, Cliff was the first time they saw a black man on television who looked like the black men in their actual lives. Not a stereotype, not a fantasy. A real, recognizable, ordinary, extraordinary black man. The impact of the show on black male representation cannot be overstated, even as the legacy of the show has been complicated by events outside the fiction. The 1990s brought a golden age of black sitcoms that included a wider range of black male characters than had ever been seen on television. Martin Lawrence on Martin, Will Smith on Fresh Prince, the men of Living Single, the men of A Different World. These characters ranged from clownish to sophisticated, from immature to wise, from struggling to successful. And they collectively expanded the representational space available for black men on television. But even in this golden age, certain patterns persisted. Black men on sitcoms were primarily defined by their humor. They were funny first and complex second. Their emotional lives were often subordinated to their comedic function. The deep internal work of being a man in a committed relationship, the vulnerability, the struggle, the quiet daily effort of love, these things were rarely explored in depth. The 1990s gave us black men who were charming and entertaining. It did not often give us black men who were emotionally accessible and relationally complex. The 2000s saw a shift toward more dramatic portrayals of black men on television, but these portrayals often swung toward the other extreme. Black men in prestige dramas were complex but often deeply troubled. Drug dealers, corrupt politicians, damaged anti-heroes. These portrayals were artistically significant and sometimes brilliant, but they added to a representational landscape where black men were still defined primarily by their proximity to dysfunction. The ordinary black man, the man who was not a criminal or a hero or a genius or a disaster, remained largely invisible. This is the landscape into which Williams arrived in 2011, and what made him significant was precisely what he was not. He was not a criminal. He was not an anti-hero. He was not defined by his relationship to systemic oppression. He was not a player or a thug or a deadbeat. He was not even particularly exceptional in any obvious way. He was just a man, a married man. A man who loved his wife, went to work, hung out with his friends, and dealt with the normal challenges of adult life. And in a television landscape that had offered black men virtually every archetype except the ordinary one, Williams's ordinariness was itself extraordinary. Michael White was the perfect actor to bring this ordinary man to life, because his own public persona created a fascinating contrast with the character. Michael White was known primarily as an action star, a martial artist and actor who had played tough, physically imposing characters in films. Casting him as Williams, a regular guy in a domestic sitcom, was a statement in itself. It said that a black man who looks like an action hero can also be a husband who is confused by his wife's emotions and who does not always know the right thing to say. It separated black masculinity from black toughness and suggested that a man could be physically powerful and emotionally vulnerable at the same time. That casting choice, that deliberate contrast between the actor's action star persona and the character's domestic ordinariness, set the stage for everything Williams would become. And it set the stage for the role model that black men deserved to see on their television screens. Part 3. Now let me get specific about the qualities that made Williams a role model for black men. Because calling someone a role model is a claim that needs to be supported with evidence. And the evidence for Williams as a role model is found in the specific qualities he displayed across 5 seasons of For Better or Worse. The first and most important quality was commitment. Williams was committed to his marriage, not in a passive, I said I do and now I am done kind of way, but in an active, ongoing, visible way. He showed up for his marriage every day. He came home. He engaged with his wife. He participated in the daily negotiations and compromises that keep a partnership functioning. He did not always do these things well. He did not always do them with the emotional depth that needed, but he did them. Consistently, reliably, day after day, season after season. This might seem like a low bar. A man is committed to his marriage, so what? But in the context of black male representation on television, it was not a low bar. It was a standard that had rarely been depicted with this level of consistency and specificity. Black men on television were frequently shown abandoning their partners, cheating on their partners, or being half-hearted in their commitment. Williams was none of those things. He was fully, completely, unwaveringly committed to and to their marriage. And for black male viewers who were themselves committed to their own marriages, seeing that commitment reflected on screen was powerful. It validated their own choices. It said your commitment matters, your presence matters, your daily showing up matters, even when it is hard, even when it is thankless, even when nobody applauds you for it. The second quality was restraint. Williams was a man who exercised emotional restraint in situations where many people would have exploded. When was at her most intense, when she was accusing and attacking and pushing every button he maintained his composure. Not always perfectly, not without visible effort, but he maintained it. He did not match her intensity. He did not respond to her aggression with aggression. He held his ground without escalating. And that restraint, that ability to absorb emotional intensity without reflecting it back amplified, was a form of strength that is rarely portrayed and even more rarely celebrated in depictions of black manhood. Now I want to be nuanced here because restraint was also a flaw. As we have discussed in other videos, his emotional containment sometimes crossed the line from healthy restraint into unhealthy suppression. There were times when needed to express his feelings and did not. Times when his restraint was not strength, but avoidance. times when was right to want more emotional engagement from him. But the restraint itself, the ability to remain calm in chaos, to think before reacting, to choose response over reaction, that is a quality worth aspiring to, and modeled it consistently. For black men specifically, the representation of restraint without weakness was significant, because the cultural narrative around black masculinity has often positioned restraint as softness, as a failure of manhood. Real men fight back. Real men do not take disrespect. Real men match aggression with aggression. This narrative is pervasive and damaging, and it contributes to cycles of conflict that harm black men and their relationships. Williams offered an alternative narrative. A narrative where restraint was strength, where keeping your composure under pressure was an act of courage rather than cowardice, where choosing not to escalate was a sign of maturity rather than weakness. The third quality was loyalty, was loyal to Joseph, to his friends, to his commitments. His loyalty was not performative, it was not conditional. It was a bedrock character trait that informed everything he did. When his friends needed him, he was there. When his marriage was in crisis, he did not flee. When things got hard, he stayed. And that loyalty, that fundamental reliability, was a quality that black male viewers could aspire to, and that the partners of black men could see as evidence that such loyalty exists and is possible. The fourth quality was willingness to grow. This is the quality that I think elevates from a good man to a role model, because a good man is static, a role model is dynamic. A role model shows you not just what to be but how to become. And Williams, across 5 seasons, demonstrated a willingness to grow that was sometimes halting, sometimes frustrating, but always present. He learned from his mistakes. Slowly, yes. Imperfectly, yes. But he learned. He became more emotionally available over time. He became more willing to engage with difficult feelings. He became a better listener, a more present partner, a more emotionally complex man. And that growth, visible and documented across 5 seasons, showed black male viewers that growth is possible, that you do not have to be who you have always been, that the work of becoming a better partner and a better person is a lifelong project that is always worth pursuing. Michael White communicated this growth through performance choices that were subtle but powerful. The of Season 5 was different from the of Season 1. Not dramatically different, not different, but observably different, more emotionally present, more willing to be vulnerable, more active in his love. These differences were visible in small shifts in body language, vocal quality, and emotional availability that Michael tracked with remarkable consistency across the series. The growth was not a plot point that the show announced. It was an organic evolution that the actor lived within the character. And that organic quality made the growth feel real and achievable rather than scripted and artificial. Part 4. Let me now examine Williams specifically through the lens of how he related to the women in his life, because this is where his role model qualities were most tested and most revealed. A man's character is most visible in how he treats the people closest to him, and's treatment of, while imperfect, contained qualities that were worth aspiring to. This was never in doubt across the entire run of the show. His love for her was visible in every episode, in the way he looked at her, in the way he came home to her, in the way he stayed even when staying was hard. But what makes love aspirational rather than just adequate was the way he handled most difficult qualities, because Williams was not an easy person to love. She was intense. She was demanding. She was sometimes irrational. She was frequently exhausting, and loved her anyway. Not in spite of these qualities, not by ignoring them, but through them. He loved the whole person, the difficult parts included. This is a profound form of love that is rarely depicted on television with the kind of specificity and honesty that For Better or Worse provided. Most television romances are about loving someone's best qualities. For Better or Worse was about loving someone's whole self. Its love for encompassed her jealousy, her insecurity, her intensity, and all the problematic behavior that flowed from these traits. He did not love a sanitized version of. He loved the actual. And that acceptance, that willingness to love someone as they actually are rather than as you wish they were, is one of the most mature and most difficult forms of love there is. Michael White portrayed this accepting love through countless small performance choices. The way would watch during one of her rants with an expression that mixed exasperation and adoration. The way he would shake his head at her behavior while simultaneously moving closer to her. The way his body language communicated, "I am frustrated with you, and I am not going anywhere," simultaneously. These contradictory signals, frustration and commitment coexisting in the same moment, were most authentic expression of love. Because that is what real love in a real marriage looks like. Not pure adoration, not endless patience, but a complex mixture of emotions that includes frustration and exhaustion and confusion alongside deep, unshakable love. For black men watching the show, love modeled something important. It modeled the possibility of loving a black woman completely, not the fantasy version, not the easy version. The real, difficult, complicated, sometimes maddening version. And it modeled that love not as martyrdom or as weakness, but as a choice. An active, daily, deliberate choice to stay, to engage, to keep loving even when loving is hard. That modeling was significant because the cultural narrative around black relationships often positions difficulty as a reason to leave. If it is hard, it is not working. If she is too much, find someone who is less. Williams rejected that narrative simply by staying, simply by choosing every day despite the difficulty. And that choice, repeated across 5 seasons, was a powerful statement about what committed love looks like. This relationship with Jennifer was another dimension of his character that revealed role model qualities. He treated Jennifer with respect and genuine fondness. He valued her as a person, not just as his wife's friend. He was able to have meaningful interactions with a woman who was not his wife without any romantic tension or inappropriate behavior. And that ability to relate to women as full human beings rather than as romantic prospects or threats was a quiet but important aspect of his character. It modeled healthy cross-gender friendship. It showed that a married man could be close to a woman who was not his wife without anyone needing to worry. And it demonstrated a form of relational maturity that is not always visible in television portrayals of men. His friendship with Joseph was the male relationship on the show that most directly modeled positive black male friendship. and Joseph were not competitive with each other. They were not in a status battle. They were not performing masculinity for each other's benefit. They were simply friends. Men who cared about each other, supported each other, and occasionally gave each other advice that was well-intentioned if not always useful. And that simplicity, that uncomplicated male friendship based on genuine affection and mutual support, was itself a form of role modeling. Because the dominant portrayals of black male friendships on television have often emphasized competition, hierarchy, and the performance of toughness. And Joseph's friendship emphasized none of these things. It was warm, honest, and supportive. And that warmth between black men was a quietly revolutionary thing to put on screen. In my opinion, relationships with the women and men in his life collectively painted a portrait of a man who related to others with respect, loyalty, and genuine care. Not perfectly, not without failures, but with a fundamental decency and goodness that was aspirational without being unrealistic. Treated people well not because he was a saint, but because he was a decent man who valued the people in his life. And that decency, modeled consistently across 5 seasons, was the kind of quiet heroism that the world needs more of and that television has rarely celebrated. Part 5. Now we arrive at the emotional core of this argument, the specific moments in For Better or Worse, where Williams most powerfully embodied the role model that black men deserved to see. These were the scenes that transcended entertainment and became something closer to representation as public service. Moments where showed black male viewers something about themselves that they might not have had the opportunity to see reflected on screen before. The most important category of role model moments was the vulnerability moments. Because the single most revolutionary thing Williams did on television was be vulnerable. A black man being vulnerable on screen, genuinely emotionally exposed and defenseless, is a radical act. It contradicts decades of cultural conditioning that tells black men to be strong, to suppress their emotions, to never show weakness. And every time allowed himself to be vulnerable. Every time the wall came down and the real feelings showed through. It was a moment of cultural significance that went beyond entertainment. Michael White understood the power of these moments, and he played them with a restraint that made them devastating. His vulnerability was never performed. It was never showy or dramatic or designed to elicit a specific audience response. It was small, quiet, almost reluctant, as if the emotions were escaping despite his best efforts to contain them. And that reluctant quality made the vulnerability feel more authentic because it reflected how real men actually experience vulnerability. Not as a bold choice to be open, but as an involuntary breach in defenses that they have spent their whole lives building. The emotions leak out rather than pour out, and the leaking is more powerful than any flood because of what it reveals about the pressure behind the dam. There were scenes where expressed fear about his marriage in words so simple and so unadorned that they hit with the force of a confession. He did not deliver elaborate speeches about his feelings. He said things like, "I do not know what to do," or "I am scared," or "I do not want to lose you." These sentences, stripped of ornamentation, delivered in Michael White's quiet, measured voice, were among the most powerful moments in the show's history. because they showed a black man saying things that black men are told never to say, admitting things that black men are conditioned to never admit, and by saying them, by admitting them, gave every black man watching permission to feel those things, permission to be scared, permission to not have the answers, permission to be human. I want to describe a specific type of vulnerability moment that recurred across the series because I think it deserves particular attention. There were moments where was alone or believed himself to be alone, and the composure he maintained in front of others dropped. And in those private moments, you could see the full weight of what he was carrying. The worry, the self-doubt, the fear, the loneliness of being the one who is expected to be strong, the exhaustion of perpetual emotional containment. These private moments were windows into actual internal experience, and they were heartbreaking because they showed you the cost of the masculine performance he maintained for the rest of the show. Michael White played these private moments with devastating honesty. His face in these scenes showed everything that's public face concealed: weariness, sadness, uncertainty, a man sitting with the full weight of his responsibilities and not being sure he could carry them. These were not long scenes. They were brief, fleeting, sometimes just a few seconds before the public mask was restored. But their impact was enormous because they told the audience, and particularly the black male audience, that it is okay to feel this way. That the man who looks like he has it together is carrying things you cannot see, and that his strength is not the absence of struggle but the persistent effort to function despite it. Another category of powerful moments was the accountability moments. These were scenes where took responsibility for his failures as a husband, where he acknowledged, without being forced, that he had done something wrong or had failed to do something he should have done. These moments were significant because accountability is one of the hardest and most important things a man can practice in a relationship, and the cultural narrative around masculinity often positions accountability as weakness. Admitting you were wrong means you are not in control. Apologizing means you are subordinating yourself. These toxic messages are pervasive, and they damage relationships and individuals alike. Countered these messages every time he took responsibility. Every time he said I was wrong or I should have done better or I am sorry, he modeled a form of masculinity that is strong enough to admit failure. And those moments of accountability were not easy for. You could see the difficulty on his face, the resistance, the pride that had to be overcome, but he overcame it. He chose accountability over ego. And that choice, repeated across 5 seasons, was one of the most important things the character ever did. The growth moments were also crucial to role model function, because the audience could see across 5 seasons that vulnerability and accountability were producing results. He was becoming a better husband, a more present partner, a more emotionally complex man. The growth was slow and it was not always linear, but it was real. And it showed black male viewers that the work of emotional growth, however difficult and however slow, produces genuine improvement. That vulnerability and accountability are not just morally good. They are practically effective. They actually make you a better partner and a better person. And that demonstration of practical benefit is important because it moves the argument for emotional growth from the abstract to the concrete.
बाग बहारा जिथे गुल गुलजारा जिथे बाग बहारा जिथे गुल गुलजारा जिथे जन्नत नी तस्वीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर रुत कमाल कुथे इसनी मिसाल कुथे रुते कमाल कुथे इसनी मिसाल कुथे बेमिसलो बेनजीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर पहाड़ा वाला घने चनारा वाला ऊंचे पहाड़ा वाला घने चनारा वाला ठंडिया हवा वाला रंगली फसामा वाला हुस्न परी जागीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर मिठे मिठे गीत गाने पंछी परी तालाने मिठे मिठे गीत गाने पंछी परी तालाने खुलियां फजामा विच जिसनियां चावां विच होवे दिल असीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर फुल्लां जइयां सूरतां ने वफानियां मूरतां ने फुल्लां जइयां सूरतां ने वफानियां मूरतां ने जाई जाई जागतां ने जिसनियां शोरतां ने लोको आलमगीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर देश माड़ा कश्मीर सोना देश माड़ा कश्मीर ना तू दूर हो बड़े मजबूर हो ना तू दूर हो बड़े मजबूर